Yeah. I know I messed that up kind of, but we in the motherfucking building. I just had to go turn that pot off because I was making me some beans. Hope everybody's weekend is starting off proper. We got a couple things to start to talk about today. We got Crawford. Um, and oh damn it, hold up. We got Crawford and motherfucking Mr. Yes Sir. Sean Porter. We got Tyson Fury. COVID scandal. We have Joe Joyce and Carlos Takam to talk about. There's some other things that we could talk about too later on here after I find some stuff that I had on my phone. But we're gonna start off with. I'm gonna put up the screen share first. I'm gonna take my time a little bit. Don't worry about that because just waiting for folks to get up in here. I think it was Michael Benson who put it out there. So I'm gonna pull up that. Also, we have that Charlo fiasco to talk about too, because obviously it ain't they swooped out of the sky, man, and snatched it from him. Uh so we're gonna talk about I'm just gonna make a screenshot of this real quick. Bear with me, everybody. And we'll talk along with this one. Okay. All right. Let me pull it up. So what do you guys think, man, about what Tyson Fury had to say about him catching COVID and shit like that, how it's not his fault and all that jazz. What do you guys think about that? Do you guys think that it is his fault? Do you guys think that he's a fucking liar? That's what I think. I know he's a fucking liar. He's a fucking weirdo. Just always doing he's always up to no fucking good. Don't you know no good? You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. Here we go. Coming up. Right on the screen share. Bruce Goals, Tyrone, what's happening, fellas? What's happening? Let me put this in the chat just in case anybody wants to get on too. So Tyson Fury, he goes on this male sport thingy, and well, uh, whatever. You know what? Not even going. We're going to ignore that motherfucker. So Tyson Fury goes on this thing called male sports, right? And he talked about a few things on there. But from what I got from the whole thing was two excerpts from it by way of Michael Benson. Michael Benson says, coming from Tyson Fury's mouth, says, I took the advice from the best doctors in USA. Everything we did was above board. I stayed isolated for 2 or 3 more days. Then their max recommendation. I took the pictures with fans because I was so pleased to be out in the sun. Well, yeah, he done. He just came in here to say that and bounce like he know what we talking about. Like, so anyways, right? Allegedly, word on the street is the dude caught COVID on the 8th. And then he caught COVID on the 8th, right? And the following week, he was COVID free. Some speculating it was 9 days, it was 10 days, or whatever the case may be. But let's put it into this perspective. If you catch COVID on the 8th, right? Let's just put it like this. If you catch COVID on the 8th and on the 19th, you don't have, well, on the 8th and then on the 18th, you don't have COVID, right? And then you said that you stayed isolated for an additional 2-3 days. So when did you stop having COVID? See, some people They're saying that you're supposed to isolate for 10 days. There's nothing saying that it's 10 days. There's nothing saying that you have to quarantine for 10 days. It's 10 days after you stopped having symptoms, because you can still pass it past that. That's just the that's the recommendation, because the likelihood of you not being able to spread COVID while not exhibiting symptoms is unlikely. But once you pass a COVID test, you don't have to isolate anymore. But this dude clearly seems like he only had COVID for 5 fucking days. I don't know. I just think that, you know, wherever how you put it, I never heard of somebody just having COVID for 5, 6, 7, 8 days. You hear them catching COVID, right? Having symptoms of COVID, then testing, and then quarantining. But the doctor is going to tell you it's 10 days from a certain period. It's not 10 days of when they found that you had COVID. It's 10 days once you stop having symptoms of COVID. So you mean to tell me this guy, because he's obviously walking around taking pictures with people, right? I don't think he had it. I think he's scared of Wilder. And Adrian can call Wilder a bum and all that stuff. That's his opinion. But in my opinion, I think that Tyson Fury is scared of Wilder. I think that if Wilder could get in there with broken bones, well, it's not just Wilder. A lot of fighters have done this. Came in the ring with broken bones, torn ligament, torn muscles, flu, all sorts of things. And you can't tell me that that Tyson Fury's COVID symptoms was more than just a mild cold. Because that's what it was. You see him taking the pictures. He don't look like nothing wrong with him. He don't look congested. He don't look weak. He don't look pale. I seriously believe he didn't. He never had it. And I think that the way that he's set up over here, still talking about, still over, like he should never said nothing. Tyson Fury should never said nothing about him and his COVID-19 fiasco. The guy has a big motherfucking mouth. Doesn't know how to shut the fuck up, because every time he fucking talks, he keeps giving people more information. Tyson Fury said it out of his own mouth that these interviews that he be conducting himself in can be used against him in the court of law. And time again, he keeps using doing the same old shit, running his mouth. Hey, he should shut the fuck up, but I want to hear him apologize to these fans, because he's saying it's not his fault. He's saying it's not his fault. It's everybody else's fault. Parker ain't got it. F ain't got it. Anderson ain't got it. He the only one that I know ain't the only one that I know of got it. But as far as the captain going down with the ship, he's the one that should go down with the ship. He's the one who's in charge. He want to talk about people having hangers on in their camps and stuff like that. Well, Deontay Wilder ain't had no COVID outbreak in his camp, so they must be doing something right. And they just had Alabama. I think it was the women's softball team come up over there and take pictures. You don't hear about them having COVID. They must be doing something right. I mean, they got vaccinated. fully vaccinated. They took both of them. You didn't. Why is that? You was scared you was going to look. Somebody gave me a thumbs down. Thank you. I appreciate you. God bless your soul. How many fighters have caught COVID in camp? And people just like, they caught COVID. Too bad the fight is not happening. Shouldn't there be a level of degree of concern on what these fighters are doing? Because catching COVID is the easiest way to get out of a fight if you don't want to do it. If you don't want to fight nobody, catch COVID. If you don't want to fight nobody, claim mental health. Go on WebMD and get you a fake COVID test or something like that. Print you one off of Wikipedia or something like that. Because obviously ain't nobody verifying nothing. And then this other one says Tyson Fury on Deontay Wilder, right? Mentally, he's a broken man. Well, you're the only one with Tyson. Tyson Fury is the only one with depression. Deontay Wilder is a broken man, but he's the man who built a gym in his house, boxing ring, the little cryo chambers so where you can heal up quicker, right? And what have you been doing? Not training. See, everybody gave Tyson Fury the benefit of the doubt that he was training, but everybody was saying that, where's Wilder? He ain't training. He ain't doing this. Oh, it's glad to see Wilder back in the gym. He's been in the gym. He never left. Tyson Fury did. And it shows. How you going to be in the gym, working your ass off, but you still gaining flat blubber on the side like that? It doesn't add up. Tyson Fury ain't been working out like he's saying he's been doing. A lot of fighters say that they've been working out and stuff like that. A lot of them. And we see them time and time and again get up in the ring and can't go past the 6th, 7th, 8th round. Happens all the time. Or show up overweight and miss weight. You know what I'm saying? A lot of fighters be doing that stuff. But once again, people gave Tyson Fury the benefit of the doubt. Then he goes and says, I destroyed him last time in 7 rounds, and I will ruin him quicker this time. Well, first of all, you hit the man right in the back of the head, and he was already done anyways because he had no legs. But Deontay Wilder went out swinging. So what did you destroy? He went out swinging. He didn't quit. He didn't tell Mark Breland or JD's to throw in the towel. He didn't run from you in the ring. Every time he got knocked down, he got back up and walked and went straight for you. That's not somebody that's saying that you destroyed or that's mentally weak. Yeah, you whooped him, but you didn't destroy nobody. Destroying somebody would be like Billy Joe Sanders contemplating retirement. That would be destroying somebody because you took the fight out of him. You didn't take the fight out of Deontay Wilder. But the fight was taken out of Billy Joe Sanders and Anthony Joshua, though. And a lot of other fighters. He knows that if we fought 10 times, I win 10 times. Well, you the one who tried to run. You ran. You tried to run between the first and the second fight. And now you're trying to run between the second and the third fight. So there's an awful lot of running. There's a pattern of misconduct by this guy. You fighting Klitschko. You saying that you might just slip and bust your ankle. You slip and bust your ankle. You sign up to have the rematch with Klitschko after that. You pop Fernandez. Then years later, we find out that you were found guilty by UCAD. See? And then between fights, the first and the second fight. So it's like 4 times. This guy has literally ran from people. Yeah, everybody give you the benefit of the doubt of being Klitschko, but everybody know that wasn't no prime time fucking Klitschko. Yeah, everybody giving you yo just dues for beating Deontay Wilder, but everybody know Deontay Wilder was not 100, was nowhere near in a capacity to be fighting anybody. Arthur Spilka, Juan Duapals, Bermain Stavern 1, Chris Arreola, Luis King Kong Ortiz. Everybody that Deontay Wilder has fought in the past was licking their chops and wish they had that Deontay Wilder in the ring. Okay, Sanchez, that's your opinion. Okay, buddy. But I don't know why you guys come up on people's chats and you guys just say things like that, and then because you just be lucky. This is the channel where I don't really give a fuck what people say to an extent, but don't get mad when you start getting blocked off of people's channels when you want to come on there and say shit like, oh, he one of them. I don't care who's with Fury. I don't care. Okay, so now you're saying Mexicans are with Fury, so I'm guessing that you're the head of the Mexican delegation. So no, I'm not letting you get a wrench on here because I don't know who you black and brown box. I never I don't know who you is, and you said Wilder got roofied with a question mark, and anybody that asks for a wrench never gets a wrench. And I don't. If you got to ask for a wrench, man, I never asked for a wrench on. I never asked for subs. Never asked for people to watch my shit. Never asked for wrenches on people's channel. I figured that if they gonna give you a wrench, they'll give you a wrench. And so if Fury's going to do all this destroying when it comes to Wilder, why did Fury run off with the COVID? What's up, Laws? What's happening? Why Fury run off because he got COVID? Why did he run off because he got COVID? He only had it for like what, 5, 6, 7, maybe even 8 days. He ain't had no real live symptoms. He said he talked to medical professionals. We don't know that. But everybody's taking his word for it. But Wilder is mentally weak, broken, destroyed. But Tyson Fury is always the one getting the pass. And I see why he's getting the pass. Because ain't none of y'all, because don't none of y'all be up over here on my channel like that. But as soon as I put Tyson Fury is scared, all you guys come up over here talking, running your mouth, but can't say how Tyson Fury ain't scared. That's the subject, right? The subject ain't Wilder got roofied. The subject ain't Wilder didn't get destroyed. Fury would destroy Wilder or whatever the case may be. The subject is Tyson Fury is scared. Black and Brown Boxing says, so what was the reason he lost to Tyson Fury? Well, my friend, you can rewind this video. You can go and look at my other videos and you will get my answer. Then he goes on to say costume, roofie, hypnotize, roids. Well, that's everything that you said. You said costume. You said roofie, hypnotize, and roids. I never said nothing about it. That's everything that you said. Hey, Laws, put the YouTube on mute. You said costume. You said roofie, hypnotize, and roids. I never said nothing. Oh, you put yourself on mute, Laws. He said, can you show the StreamYard backstage? Why would I want to show my StreamYard backstage? What's up with that operational security or whatever it's supposed to be? Um, uh, Sanchez says this time Wilder won't make it out of the ring alive. That's your opinion. And the black on brown boxing guy says I forgot tampered gloves. Well, black on brown boxing, you can always go and watch my past videos, or you can rewind this and you will hear what I said. Um, oh, then black on brown boxing says egg weights, and then the C63 said fake black and brown account. It probably is, but I wouldn't know. All right, Laws, I'm gonna send it to your email. Then he says somebody's irrelevant. You know what really is irrelevant? You know what really is irrelevant right now? The stuff that you guys are talking about. This guy comes up in here talking about gloves, this, that, and the third with Deontay Wilder and whatever you want to call it. You want to call it excuses. You want to call it reasons. You want to call it whatever. You can do that. I really don't care. But what really is irrelevant right now is what Wilder said. If Wilder said egg weights, if Wilder said Mark Breland throwing the towel prematurely, if Wilder said costume, whatever Wilder said, right? Gloves, whatever Wilder said, really right now is irrelevant, right? You know what's relevant right now? Is that fucking Tyson Fury, once again, for the fourth time, has put heavyweight boxing at a standstill. And now we got to wait 3 months because of this guy. Well, see, black and brown boxing, see, coming on here disrespecting people, and now all of a sudden you got to go. Good looking out, Laws. I just sent it too, by the way, Laws. It's irrelevant. Word about the motherfuckers, really? Motherfucker, it's just me right now on StreamYard. Kind of loco, what's happening? Motherfucker is really coming on my stream talking about all this bullshit with egg weights and all this shit. When Tyson Fury just fucked us out of a fight, we're supposed to be anticipating this fight. What this tomorrow? Where's that? Where's y'all guys? What OPSEC and I don't know if he on that mess too. I don't know, so I'm gonna leave him out of black on brown boxing and C63 and where's your guys' outrage coming on here? Because the subject is Tyson Fury is scared of Wilder. Kind of loco, what's happening? So where's the outrage? Like, you guys ain't mad at Tyson Fury for giving you a 3-month fucking hiatus? Prolonging the fight for 3 months? But you're really pissed off at Deontay Wilder and you like, ha, nanny, boo, boo, Deontay Wilder excuses. Fucking clowns. Laws, man, what's happening?
So, Mr. Johnson.
Oh, not much, man. What's happening with you, pimp?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. You?
Oh, all right, man. Just sitting up over here, chewing my tobacco, talking boxing, and drinking my sweet, sweet old Guinness.
What are we talking about, Mr. Johnson?
Oh,
Mr. Fury.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about this. You can hit on it too. I was gonna start off with this Tyson Fury mess, then mosey on over there with the Sean Porter and Crawford, and mosey on over there with what is it? WO's calling for mandatories and getting away of undisputed. And I don't hear people crying about that like they were crying about with Deontay Wilder and with Fury and AJ.
Oh, fight that Mike Porter and Bud. That's a 50-50 fight, that, in my eyes, bro.
Well, it's about time somebody laid down the law, man. It's about time somebody laid down the law, but I don't know, man, because they over there acting funny, man, with the money. And
Porter ain't no fucking joke. Well, you know that, bro, anyway. Porter's no joke. I think a lot of people are heading towards Spence, but I don't know. Me, Mike, you know I'm a Porter fan anyway. You can never write Sean Porter off. Never. I think me personally, that fight comes down to who wants it the most. But I don't know. We'll see. Well, go on. Yeah, what were you saying about Tyson Fury?
Oh, I was just saying. I was just saying. I think the dude is just scared. This is This is his third time with Deontay Wilder postponing the fight.
Um, yeah, I don't think it. Me personally, Mike, I don't think that he's scared. I don't think he's scared of anything. I just think I don't think he was ready. That's what
That's,
I think, Mike. I think he um I don't think obviously he was concentrating towards Wilder because they were looking towards the undisputed with AJ, and I just think that he'd taken his foot off the gas, and what Wilder's been training for the past what year or God knows how long. I don't know, but I think that when they made the fight, the arbitration, I think obviously what I saw of him in the press conference, he was all flabby and shit. I mean, I know he's always going to be flabby anyway because he's lost that much weight, but I just think he wasn't ready, Mike, and I think he knew there was a damn good chance of him getting knocked out. So I think they comes up a plan. I mean, whether that's true, Mike, or not, we never know because what happens behind the scenes, we never know unless we're behind there and getting stopped by F.A. Ajagba and getting is it Gerard Anderson stopped him in sparring. But I mean, sparring. I don't know. But me personally, Mike, it all comes down to I think he wasn't. I don't think he'd put that work in and they'd come up with a plan.
let me read some of these comments because some of these guys getting out of hand here. Um, I'm gonna assume this is the fake unrivaled boxing talk. He said, "Let's be real, my brother. The C19 is an excuse for the fight not selling any tickets. That's that's why it's postponed." Well, you know what? That's called your opinion. But in my opinion, I think Tyson Fury was scared to get in that ring. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't like my opinion, that's tough love.
I'm
You know,
watching the chat, Mike.
mm-hmm.
I'm watching the chat. That C6 freeze onto him, bro.
Yeah, I see. I just right before you said that, I saw it. Bruce said, "Salute, unrivaled boxing talk." Kind of local sports said the fight was actually selling well. I have no clue where you all got the info. The ticket sales were low because they weren't. I tell you where they got that from. They got that from the little cohorts over there at MXBC and all them other channels that say things like that to
BMX
try to
bandits.
yeah, them dudes to try to just sock it to Deontay Wilder. Think about it. Like the easiest way to besmirch or what's that to besmirch somebody's name
Mm-hmm.
or to minimize what they're trying to do is to come up with crazy ass fucking accusations when you can look online and see that they sold 13 million out of 20 weeks leading up to the fight, and you know now well in America the tickets start selling the day tickets don't stop selling. You know what I'm saying? Usually the week of the fight is when majority of those last tickets start getting sold off. What's up, Cono Loco? What's happening?
Yeah, I ain't want to keep typing to my man over there. I don't know if it's the fake one or the real one, Unrivaled Boxing or not, but if the ticket site ain't reliable, who is? What are you going off of? Are you going off of what Eddie Hearn said? Or are you going off who, what, where, when? Because I know a bunch of people that already had tickets. $15 million sold out of a possible $19 million it could have sold on the tickets. That to me was selling well. It kind of like paused once the Fury situation happened.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Let me just get some of these comments out to these some because there's some hateration going on in here. See, then he said that isn't reliable, but yeah, kind of like Connor said, Edward Hearn out there talking about, oh, it ain't selling well, but what the fuck does he know? You know, where does like he works? He's in cahoots with the Zone, not ESPN, Showtime, and all them box office. They ain't telling him somebody else's business. So you know, I don't know where he was getting his information from, but it's good for him to say that because it keeps his fighter and just that step over Deontay Wilder. But in America, ticket sales are not the overall weight. There's not the you get more money off of pay-per-view.
Do you know
You
what,
know what I'm
Mike?
saying?
I was listening to you before where you said, well, once again, he's put the heavyweight division on hold. And I totally agree with you, mate. I'm fucking sick of this fucking. I'm sick of the bullshit with this Tyson Fury and fucking. Oh, I told you last week when I did my live stream. That's the. I went on UK boxing websites on two or three of them, bro. And the same with the UK fans now, mate. They've had enough. I mean, obviously he's got his diehard fans what are going to back him, but a lot of UK fans now they've had enough, mate, because it's bullshit. Either fight him or don't fight him and hand your belt over, or you know what I mean.
Mm.
It's just bullshit, mate. He never had COVID. Never in a month Sundays did he have COVID. Well, my personal point, my personal view, I don't think he had COVID, Mike. I just don't think he was ready.
He probably didn't
That's
even get
it.
the first shot.
Yeah, exactly, Mike.
Then this guy's no, I'm from San Diego. I ain't from LA. Then this guy says the fake unrivaled boxing talk says the PBC is known to mess with pay-per-view numbers. Well, let's get into that. Where has PBC ever been accused in court or out of court for pay-per-view sales? When has Matchroom Boxing been accused in court or out of court for ticket sales?
And by the way, I want this stuff to stop being spoken about. If Wilder wins, no, there won't be a 4 fight. Why would they be?
Yeah. I
Mm.
don't want to see a 4 fight.
Yeah, I don't think anybody. I think people will watch it. They'll watch it, but that's not. It's time to move on.
Yeah.
For whoever wins, it's just
I think
time
the
to move
third
on.
fight, Mike, is quite exciting. I must admit, I do think the third fight's quite exciting because of all the speculations of the cheating and all shit like this and blah blah blah. You know what I mean? I don't go down that road. I don't know what happened, but whatever happened, I can tell you one thing that Wilder definitely wasn't himself. But I don't know what happened there. But third fight, yeah, hopefully gets put to bed. Whoever wins, best of luck to both of them, and let's move on. And that's all I see.
And then Leighton was happening, and then C63 says there won't even be a third. Never mind a fourth. It just the third might not even happen. You never
Yeah,
know. This dude is over here has been doing things as on a level of the unbecoming of a boxer, a professional boxer, a man. And once again, there's people in my chat defending him. Like I said, why aren't you guys in here talking about how Tyson Fury, for the fourth time, is refusing to get in the ring? instead of talking about excuses and ticket sales. Because at this point, it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter what Wilder said. It don't matter what Fury said. What matters is right now is what people have been doing. And what people have been doing is running from fights. Stop you, me, and the whole fucking world, right? Because this Saturday is supposed to be it's supposed to be for all the marbles. Get the shit out of the way. No more discussion about nothing but who won. And all them clowns that's out there talking about some nobody wants to see Wilder versus Fury for a third time. You the same clowns that's gonna be out there talking about the third fight after the fight. If Wilder wins or Fury wins, you still gonna be on here running y'all damn mouths, making money off of Deontay Wilder's name. So people just need to keep it a buck, man. It's like it's a boxing match. Your favorite team is going to lose one day, right? Your favorite team is going to win, but ultimately, you're not. I'm not Deontay Wilder. None of y'all Deontay Wilder. No, none of y'all Tyson Fury. None of y'all. None of these damn boxers. So interjecting your life and acting like you were part of Tyson Fury's team or Anthony Joshua's team, Edward Hearn's back room, stealing from boxers' team. Like, who is you? You just like me and everybody else on YouTube. But at least some people on YouTube, actually contributes to boxing. You know what I'm saying? Getting kids to box, getting kids to get up in the Olympics, getting kids to do these regionals, doing interviews with these kids that's coming up. You know what I'm saying? Going out there, helping these kids out in the gym, giving them pointers and tips. Keeping them on a nice little steady regimen. And then Bruce Gold said something. What did he say? Bruce Gold said, "Love him or hate him, everybody wants to see this fight." Yeah, they act like they don't. They acting like they don't. C63 said because we knew Fury would do this because we knew Fury would do this, so it's no surprise. I think everybody on my panel right now has something in the back of their head that basically was telling them is like Tyson Fury will fumble the football. And then Tyrone says, "Unrivaled, I just want to see a fight between both of them where they're both at 100%. That's what I'm talking about." C3 said it's the fake Unrivaled. Evelyn Unrivaled said Tyrone TS Boxing. I just don't want excuses from all the fighters. I like how AJ handled his loss against Andy Ruiz. I don't give a fuck what fighter has excuses. And that's the thing. That goes into what I just said. Like what is it? It don't do nothing for you. Don't do nothing to you. All it is just says, yeah, well, Manny Pacquiao, me shoulder. I was like, oh yeah, well, you should never got in the ring then. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what does it matter to you? All these other fighters have made excuses, and all of a sudden, Deontay Wilder is the number one excuse maker.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me on, man. I'm gonna hop off now. I just wanted to hop on because I didn't want to type all that, but appreciate you having me on, bro.
Oh, no problem, Kano. Anytime. And then what was I about to say? Yeah, I don't care. It don't do nothing to me. Tyson Fury is the duck artist. See, then you're gonna say excuses what causes toxicity. Learn it. Where? With who? With what? Toxicity with what? You got to see. You can't just say it causes toxicity. Toxicity with what? Causes you to feel toxic? Is causes you to make excuses in your life? Bruce Gold says, "Is that the real Unrivaled boxing talk? He would know what kind of bong I have." Well, that's enough of that. Somebody hit him. Who that? Oh, Bruce hit him. Bruce hit him with the wrench. I want him to explain that toxicity part because it's the fake mark. Oh, okay, okay. Because I don't care what boxer make excuses, man. Like I want to see the fights that I want to see. I pay for the fights that I want to see, and that's it. I'm not sitting up over here um listening to these fucking boxers and be like, yeah, I like that. He's my hero. This and the third, blah blah blah, whoop whoop whoop. I'm not doing that shit. I'm like, yeah, he's a good boxer, and I want to see him fight. He entertained me well, and hopefully, uh, when he has another next good fight, if it's pay per view or not, I'm gonna tune in and support, and that's about it. Um, Now, Laws, you want to get into this Crawford and Sean Porter mess? Laws. Well, I'm gonna start it off then. Well, the WBO has ordered Crawford and Porter to get in the ring, which is to me it's a good move. I don't know how Crawford really feels about it, but I hope that fighting people's sloppy seconds won't hinder this fight from happening. Um, I think it is a 50-50 fight. Uh, Even though Porter, when he fights these top guys, he comes up short, but he comes out with a very well entertained fight. Uh, I just don't know what to think about it right now. I think I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna go for. I don't know if later on I'm gonna predict a knockout, decision, or anything like that. It's a tough one. I think these are both skilled fighters, and I think there is some things that Sean Porter should have fixed off of his last couple fights. But we will see. Laws, you there? Well, Tyrone says Charlo fought Highland in 2017. Then that guy fought one. That guy, yeah, it's the one-legged guy. That guy can be an excuse. That's more than a contributing factor. It was very clear to see. Yeah, everybody knew, but that's the thing. Is like, whether or not you don't like. I put it to you like this: you could call it an excuse with that guy with the one-legged or not. If he says like, yeah, man, fuck, I had one leg and still beat your ass, man. If my leg was this and the third, I would have whooped you. Like, oh, you're making excuses. It's like, it's a fucking fact. It's a fact. It's a fact. He didn't look too good. He did not look too good on that leg. Yeah, Bruce Gold said he would know. I use a toker. Yeah, toker 2. That's what I'm talking about. Toke. Tyrone said, I'm not the biggest McGregor fan, but he broke his leg, and for Perrier to run around like it's legit when he's an idiot. Yeah, I mean, well, I don't think he would. Yeah, I can hear you now. Let me just finish this and I'm gonna let you talk. I don't think he meant to run around like that until Conor McGregor act like the way he did. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't know after the fight until he watched it all and stuff like that and analyzed it. But McGregor talking about your wife is in me DMs and all this other shit. So I'll probably be doing the same thing to him. You know what I'm saying? Tyrone is right. A win is not always a win. A win is not always a win in my book. I agree with that. But if I was old boy, I'd be doing McGregor the same way. Because, somebody that's out there running their mouth like that on you, man, no. Your wife is in me DMs and all that shit. Like, dude, no. I'm not letting you have no moral victory. Laws, you there? Lolly Laws. You on mute, Laws?
Yeah,
There
what's
you
up,
go.
you dusty ass nigga?
Yeah. I know you ain't talking about dusty, motherfucker. I know your ass be having all kind of dust on your ass after work.
Mr. Johnson, you dusty ass nigga. Right, what are you talking about, bro?
Porter. Porter and Crawford,
Yeah.
man. Porter and Crawford.
Good fight. Very good fight. Looking forward to it. If it is made. I haven't done a video on it myself because I'm not one of them channels. I don't he say, she say. When it's made, then I'll talk about it. But if it is made, fantastic fight.
Mm.
I think Sean Porter's got a very good chance of winning it. But then again, I don't know because Bud's a classy operator. So I don't know, Mike. A very good, interesting fight, which hard work for both fighters. Like I said to you earlier, I think it boils down to who wants it the most. Because you know Porter's always in shape. All year round, Porter's in shape. And you know Porter is going to give you that work. Okay, it's not the best work. Can be a bit dirty at times with the elbows and stuff like that and the head. But Porter's going to to beat Porter, you've got to work. So, I don't know. Because, like I say, me personally, I think Bud needs that little bit of distance to get his skills off.
Mm-hmm.
Porter is such an in-close fighter. He smothers you, and it's hard for you to get your skills off if you can't keep him at bay. So, don't know, Mike. Great fight, and I hope it is made, mate. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah. I just believe that, yeah, like you said, he's going to keep the dude up off of him, man. He's going to have to work because Sean Porter ain't gonna stop unless you make him. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? You got to make that boy slow down, and that's gonna be a tough one. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be you're gonna have to be in your tip top shape for that one, man.
Yes,
Because if you ain't in shape for this, he's gonna eventually land some good shit on your ass.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
he will get you out of there, Max. The good thing with Porter as well, he can wear you out, can't he? Physically and mentally drain you. Because he's like a fucking wasp, and he's buzzing around your ear all the time, and it don't matter how many times you fucking hit him to try and get him away. The man's still there, buzzing in your face.
like a gnat.
Yeah, like that, yeah.
Yeah,
So
he won't quit. I like it though, man,
not.
because I like it. I just hope that they just make the fight, man, and I'm not getting into who should get what and the splits and all that shit. And
No, me neither, brother.
I just hope that I just hope that it doesn't go to a purse bid. Because I just kind of feel that if it goes to a purse bid, the fight's not happening.
Yeah,
it's just not happening. I have a good feeling that Bob would be pissed off, and which he's not supposed to be pissed off at a purse bid, because it gets it's a tool used to maximize the fighter's pockets. So, I hope that they just make the fucking fight, man. Like it's not that fucking.
It's not even a hard fight to make, neither, Mike, is it? That's
I mean, give them, I don't think so either. But it's just people want money, and money's involved, and I don't know if it's egos or whatever the case may be. But
the good thing is, so Mike, on this, I don't even think Porter would be asked about. I'm not saying I don't think he'd be asked what he gets, but Porter. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I don't really look into that side of the politics myself, but correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think I've ever heard Porter moan about money.
say again.
I said, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't really think I've ever heard Porter moan about money. I think
this.
Porter just wants to fight, doesn't he?
Yeah, not with this. Yeah, I haven't heard anything from him, but
no, but even over the past, though, Mike, I don't really think of it. I'm not saying he hasn't. What I'm saying is, I don't think he. How old
I think he has. I think he has. I think he has said something like, it got to make sense.
Yeah, I'm
but
not saying he hasn't.
he's not being
What I'm
greedy.
trying to say, Mike, is I don't think he's ever been really one of them people. What is every fight he has,
No,
he
he's not a
moans.
greedy dude. He just want a fair shake.
Exactly,
And
that's what I'm trying to say, bro.
he's been taking some good fights, you know, and I'm pretty sure it didn't seem like they had too much back and forth of who getting what. So I think you probably on to something.
Yeah, I mean, I've just seen Tyrone's Porter said 2 million wasn't enough. Yeah, yeah, I have said that, but what I'm trying to say, Ty, is I'm trying to say Porter isn't really one of them bitchy ass fighters what moans all the time about money. Do you know what I mean? There
Hmm.
is certain fighters what moan all the time about money.
Yeah,
I,
depending on who you're fighting,
yeah, that's what I
I
mean,
don't
man.
blame him. I
I.e.,
don't
this is the reason why Spence and Bud haven't fought.
splits and
Because
shit.
one's saying 60, the other one's, you know what I mean, 60, what is it, 60 40.
Yeah, he said another one of those sayings. Yeah, it got to make sense. That shit. Oh God, man, I hate. It's just that people be saying stuff and they know now well, like the shit don't fucking sound right to nobody who's
Mm.
watching boxing. Like it got to make sense. Oh, you got to talk to Al. Oh, you got to talk to my promoter. You got to talk to my manager. Oh no,
Exactly,
like
Mike.
motherfucker, we're talking to you. Like what the fuck do you want? Like the fans want you to fight this person,
Yeah.
right? But you're talking about fighting everybody but that person. Like nobody wants to hear that shit. Like nobody wants to hear you copping out
Exactly.
or talking about somebody else. Like nobody wants to see Dillian White fight. No offense, Franklin.
Yeah,
Nobody.
Mike. Mike.
People are done watching Dillian White fight people that are not on his level.
Mike, they're all going that way. Teofimo Lopez, all that shit versus Devin Haney. Tank versus fucking Ryan Garcia. It's all heading that way, Mike. That's the reason why boxing is in such a way it is because 90% of these fucking fighters are divas, Mike. They're not asked about belts. There is fighters who are um, genuinely concerned about legacy and belts and stuff like that. But I would say a good 80% out of 100 of the fighters today, Mike, they're all about fucking keeping in the know, earning how much money they can make rather than fighting the best fighting the best. They'll
And
duck a
snubbing people
fighter.
and snubbing other
Hey,
fighters out of the way.
yeah, yeah, that's it, Mike. They'll duck fighters because they know that, oh, man, Conor Ben, that's the reason why I'm always on Conor Ben's neck, Mike, because he's the prime example of a fighter like that. Talks all this big shit, I'm this, that, and the other, I can do this and do that. Yeah, there's 3 fighters I can reel straight off my tongue. He won't fight because I know he's got a good chance of getting knocked out off him. But he wants to talk shit about Porter and Amir Khan. Fucking hell, Amir Khan's washed up to fuck.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember that. I remember when he said that Amir Khan shit. I remember that, and I was just like, nah. You should have fought him before he lost his last time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, not after you saw that he could still go out there and make some bread. You know what I'm saying? But like Tyrone said, yeah, Tyrone, I ain't seen that interview with Thompson. Um, Tyrone said it's got to make sense. Boxing is a business. Every time, everything's timing, on and on. Like I'm done with that shit. And
mm,
it's like it all stems like everybody wants to play father the leader. It's the same fucking verbiage.
yeah,
Tremendous. How many motherfuckers keep
exactly,
saying
brother.
fucking tremendous? Dude, like have a fucking another word, man. Like fucking shit. Like I'm tired of this shit. Like you could tell, like people are not fucking being themselves.
Yeah,
You know, it's like you can't be Andy Ruiz and use Floyd Mayweather's blueprint. You
hmm
can't. You can't be Tank Davis and follow Mayweather's blueprint because you were supposed to fight a whole bunch of black fighters before you fought a whole bunch of Mexicans.
Yeah. Good point. Very
You
good
know what I'm
point.
saying?
Yeah.
You were supposed to you were supposed to be with Golden Boy, piss Golden Boy off, have Golden Boy slandering your name all through the media and all this shit. Then you're supposed to go back, run through whole Golden Boy stable. You're supposed to run through all of them, and then go out on the sunset on your under your own promotional brand.
Yeah. Oh my, boxing's fucked up, mate. Like you were talking earlier about Tyson Fury and all this shit, bro. It's because of things like this. You know, you got to think though, Mike, as well. A lot of boxers, I wouldn't say so much boxers, but me personally as a fan, I always look up to the heavyweight division rankings, so or system, whatever's going on in the heavyweight world. I think me personally, I think a lot of the fighters follow it. Do you know what I mean?
Mm,
Because obviously it's the main division. And what I'm trying to say, Mike, is if you got fuckeries in the divisions above you, then them fuckeries are going to be passed down in the divisions, if that makes sense.
mm.
Because there's always going to be them fighters, Mike, what think that they can get away with it. Ducking and diving, and I've got coronas, I've got this, and I've got that, and I've got a belt, and you haven't got a belt, and I'm worth more. It so fucking irritates me, boxing does.
Yeah, and that's another thing that like Tyrone said that in that interview I guess on Barbershop with Thompson, Lionel Thompson, Lionel Thompson beat Wuskadegi, and Lionel Thompson is still working as a security guard. You got to have a second job. That's just the way it is, bro. It's the way it is up over
Mm.
here, man. If nobody's watching your fights and you ain't bringing
Yeah,
money in, it's like that's how it's going to be. It's like, um,
yeah,
that's it sucks, but you have to understand. Skottage is fighting who next? He's fighting David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? He's
mm.
fighting David Benavidez, and that might just be because Lionel Thompson just couldn't keep himself on the let me see here.
What did you
Let me
say,
pull it up.
Mike? He was working different jobs.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
he beat it was gotta get, but you gotta get those fights though, man. And sometimes people just ain't gonna want to fight you.
yeah. I
People just
tell
ain't gonna want
you,
to fight you because who you is.
I tell you a prime example of that, Mike. Go back and look at a British heavyweight called Gary Mason. He fought Lennox Lewis, and Lennox Lewis ended his career with he fucked his eye up. He had eye issues anyway before Lennox fought him, and then Lennox fucked his eye up when he fought him. But he was the British Commonwealth and European champion.
Mm,
Same sad story, like you just said. He was forgotten about after that, Mike. He was stacking shelves in the supermarket.
damn.
Yeah, and the poor fella got ran over in the end at the age of 47. A truck hit him. He was out one day on his bike and a truck hit him. I didn't even know he was dead, Mike. But just going back to what you were saying about having to work, doing like basic jobs.
Yeah.
Harold the Bomber Graham, another one, fought Julian Hawk Jackson and was winning, was beating Jackson, was whooping his ass till Jackson clocked him and knocked him clean out.
The Hawk.
He's another one, shelf stacker in a supermarket.
He said it the way he said it is shelf stacker.
Mm,
No, but a lot of them female fighters got jobs too, man. Like, a lot of these fighters got jobs, It's hard. Like, you gotta understand it's like you gotta get to certain place to where somebody's gonna put like if you can't get paid now, somebody has to really be behind you to give you a stipend to keep you from working.
mm, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then on top of that, pay for all your gym expenses. You know what I'm saying? Then on top of that, pay for your whole team's flights to fights and stuff like that. Hotel room, food, room and board, and it's a lot of fucking money. It's a lot of fucking, you know, level of confidence that somebody has to be behind you to do that for you. Or you just got to keep on winning and keep getting fights because he ain't fought till December 2019. I mean, it sucks. I mean, but You know, he got to get back. He got to get back up there on the wagon, man. And then staying all that time out since December or November 2019. It's like um, is he really in it now? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, he got mouths to feed. Obviously, he got expenses and shit. Like, I hope that he's still in the gym and trying to get back in the ring so he can, show the whole world like what he's made of. But shit sucks.
That's what I mean, Mike. It's such a tough sport. Oh, salute to you. Salute Bruce goes. He's put lots of bit in history. Salute to you, OG. I hope you got out there, bro. Tyrone's put, what's he put? Derek James still works for a post office in Dallas. I was shocked when I understood. Fucking damn. What,
He
Derek
probably
James?
he probably works for that post office on purpose.
Wow.
He probably don't. You
William
know,
Duffy drives Greyhound, right?
I
That's
don't think
is
he's.
Greyhound like UPS over there,
Nah,
Mike.
Greyhound is like the buses, like the
Oh,
buses
yeah,
that take you
yeah,
from
yeah,
state to
like
state,
National Express.
like take you from one side of the country to the other. Those
Yeah,
type of
yeah,
buses.
like National Express. Is he?
Nah, we got Greyhound, China Bus, and couple
Yeah, we have
mom and
National
pops and
Express. I know what you mean, though, Mike. Yeah, like a long ass fucking bus journey to fucking wherever you want to go. Over here, it's called National Express. We have, say, for instance, if
well,
you want, I
well
know what you
Tyrone,
mean.
Tyrone, yeah, Mega Bus. That's that one.
Yeah, Mega
Tyrone,
Bus. Yeah, yeah.
I'm telling you this right now. When you looking at Derek James while he's in his house on them live streams, the dude ain't hurting for money.
Oh no, God, is he hell?
He ain't hurting for
He's one
money.
of the best trainers in America.
He ain't hurting for money. I saw how high them ceilings was, how clean it was. Hell, I was in the video looking for something to steal.
You're fucked up, Mike.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he ain't hurting for nothing. A lot of
No.
people, just do that shit just to get some free fucking retirement money. You retire at the post office, that's free health care and a stipend a month.
Mm.
He probably just needs something to do. But yeah.
Thing is, though, Mike, there's no way because he's one of the best trainers in the US, especially down south. He's highly regarded, isn't he, because of the Charlos and obviously Errol Spence. Do you know what, Michael? It's this funny question. Who do you think he spends more time with, Mike? Do you think he spends more time with Charlos, or do you think he spends more time with Errol Spence, or do you think he splits it between them?
I think
I'm
he
just
spends more time
curious.
with Earl.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Because
saying, Mike.
obviously,
I do.
obviously, obviously, Earl is the only one that seemed like he can listen.
Hmm. Because didn't both of the Charlos come from? Oh God, what's
Earl,
he
Earl,
called?
Earl got them up over there. Earl got them.
Yeah,
Earl
no,
brought them up
but
over there.
they came from another trainer, didn't they? Who was
Yeah,
the
but Earl brought
trainer?
them over there because of uh a long time ago. He brought them up over there.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Who's the trainer though? They come from? Is it oh fucking hell? What's his name? Some I've got hiccups. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't fucking think.
who?
Both Charlo brothers came from a different trainer
Yeah, I
before they
can't remember.
went to Derek
Oh yeah,
James.
Ronnie Shields.
Ronnie Shields, that's it. Thank you, Ty. That's it. Yeah, Ronnie Shields. So yeah, that's why I'm asking, Matt. Do you think that he spends more time with the Charlos,
I mean,
or do
if
you
I
think?
was a trainer, and if I was in his shoes, even though I like the guy and stuff like that, I'm
Mm,
gonna do everything in my power to get you right for these fights. But if you're not listening to what I'm saying when I'm giving you instructions and stuff like that, after all that training we just did, I'm not staying longer than I have to.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
until you earn that level of commitment from me.
yeah. Right. Well, that's where Khan fucked up, wasn't he, all them years ago? Because he should have stayed with. Fucking hell, it's gone off my head again. But he went with Freddie Roach at the time when Manny Pacquiao was, well, Freddie Freddie Roach was Manny's father, wasn't he?
Yeah.
You can't. Don't get me wrong. He had the great fight with Marcus Maidana and other fighters like that, and he was a world champion. But at the time, when he went to the undercard? What's it called? Freddie Roach's gym. But when he went there, anyway, you you can't go there and expect Freddie Roach to put all his time or effort into you when Freddie Roach's prize fighter was Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, you have to you just gonna have to get it how you get it and hope you
Yeah,
remember. You're gonna have to get it right the first time. And that's but like I was saying, it's like I mean he'll give him his time, but you know,
yeah,
it
but
just
he's
said
never going to
y'all
get
can't
that
be
quality
having
time what
I think he
Pacquiao
would
got,
have.
man.
I think he would have, but I just think that it can't just be like it gotta be at the right timing. It gotta have right timing. Like
Yeah, but Mike,
it can't be
at
like
the
I'm gonna give
time
you all
though,
this.
bro, Pacquiao was fighting quite often back then, though,
But
brother.
that's what I'm saying is like it can't just be like okay, Pacquiao got a fight coming up in 3 months. So and you on the same date that you got one. It's like then that's when I see a problem. But then he got them health issues and stuff like that. So
But
I don't
that's what
know.
I'm saying, Mike. Though.
But then who knows?
But Mike,
He'd
that's
probably
what
do
I'm
three a
saying, though,
day.
bro. That's what I'm saying. At the time when Khan went over to Freddie Roach's undercard or whatever it was called, Salute Watcher. Hope you got out there, brother. When Khan went out there to Freddie Roach, at that time, Mike, Manny Pacquiao was fighting probably 2 or 3 times a year. So you think if that's the case, Mike, 2 or 3 times a year is more or less all year in training camp. What did he have? Like 3 months training camps. So there's 9 months. So that leaves you with what 3 months of the year to fight with Khan. And Khan was fighting regularly, maybe 2 times himself that year. He
Mm.
should have stuck with who was Son of God's trainer because he did a bit of time with him. I'm not sure if he went there after Freddie Roach or went there before. I can't remember.
You talking about Charles? Who's Andre Ward?
Yeah, Andre Ward. Who was
Uh,
his trainer? I'm not sure if Khan went there before Roach or after. I've got a funny feeling it might have been after. But what I'm trying to say,
I think it
Mike,
was
is
after.
yeah, what I'm trying to say, Mike, is as a fighter, like somebody like that, you can't. Me personally, I would have after Roach. Yeah, Virgil or Hunter. Thank you, Ty. Yeah, he's put after. Yeah, I thought it was after.
I can't remember that shit. Like
But
that's
this
too
is
much.
what I'm trying to say, Mike. Is going back to the Charlo shit. This is what I'm trying to say with the Errol Spence stuff. If I was a fighter, this is why I was asking you the question: who do you think he spends more time with? Do you think he spends more time with the Charlos, or do you think he spends more time with Errol Spence? And this is the reason why I was saying this because same sort of scenario over the Manny Pacquiao and Khan at the same time because both of them were fighting very regularly, but they were using the same trainer.
I don't think I couldn't answer that, but
Mm.
I don't know what kind of deal they had up over there. But what I would say is that as a fighter and stuff like that, man, you gotta I wouldn't have done it like that. I would have to
Yeah,
go with somebody. I would
that's
have
what I'm saying,
I,
man. That's what I'm saying. You go somewhere where you're gonna get 100% off the trainer.
I mean, but that's what I would do. But like, I don't know what they were doing over there. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? I don't know what kind of agreement they had. I don't know if he was doing this in the daytime at this certain times, and then he got to come in at this certain times. I don't know if he was Manny Pacquiao was utilizing him the whole way, or whatever the case may be. But there was a lot of other trainers out there for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
facts.
I don't
That's what
know
I'm
why.
saying, bro.
I don't know why people just keep, um, going with the same person. Well, I understand why. Like, if you want to to move to fight his style, Freddie Rose, like his style, then yeah, going up over there. Like, but you can't reinvent the wheel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
You know,
totally agree.
so you better hope that I would. You know what? I would rather go with a trainer that's just going to sharpen me up rather than we're going into this fight. You already know what I'm capable of, but we need to fine tune the jab, these hooks, these foot movements. We need to
Exactly.
get on this timing with this guy. We need to figure the fighter out. He likes to pull back his arm before he throws shots. He likes to step forward before he throws a shot. Like get your
But
sit
Mike,
down.
that's what I'm saying, bro. As you as a boxer or me as a boxer, me personally, if I was fighting you next week, next 3 months, say, Mike, and I've got to do a fight camp, I'm gonna me as a fighter, I would spend quality time with a trainer who's gonna put his trust and his energy into me to make me the better person. I wouldn't be half-arsing it trying to get bits of scrap of energy out of a shit hot trainer who's got his time in another fighter. That's
Yeah,
what I'm trying to say, bro.
I know. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Laws,
Mm.
but I don't know what they
Oh
had
no,
going
yeah,
on.
yeah,
I just
yeah,
don't
yeah,
know,
yeah.
so I'm just not.
Well, none of us know because we don't work behind the scenes, do we, bro?
And then Tyrone said Jermel does have to drive out like an hour or two to come to the gym. That's his fucking problem.
Mm.
That's his fucking problem. Hey, you better get you a fucking cot and stay there, motherfucker. Shit. You better get you a cot and stay there, motherfucker. All right, Laws. Now we got a special fight to talk about.
What's that, bro?
We got a special fight to talk about, Laws.
You watching Attack on Joyce tomorrow? Yes, sir. Good fight. Good
Yeah,
fight, that Michael.
Joe. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Joe.
live after the fight. I think for an hour.
I ain't gonna be able to get. I got a football game. I'll be lucky to catch it. Nah, because this game, the fight should be on
You'll
like
catch me.
I got it, huh?
You'll catch me.
Nah, because about time the game is over, it'd be like 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
My time.
oh, right, your time, right? Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to hit the rewind. Okay,
I'll just do a video then or something.
so we got Carlos Takam or Takem, whatever you want to call him.
Take him. Take him. That's quality.
You know what I'm saying? Carlos Takam or Carlos Takem on the screen. I think it's gonna be a good fight.
Good fight, Mike. Yeah.
Only thing that I hope with this fight, out of both of these two guys, win or lose, is that they entertain us and that the ref doesn't do no fugazi shit and stop the fight prematurely. You know what I'm saying? Both of these guys, if they hit you, it's gonna hurt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we all know Joe Joyce is head don't move a lot, but he's slow. But we all know Carlos Takam's career ain't been looking good. Part of some of that is because he's been taking fights at last minute notices, but still the fact is that we have this fight.
Yeah.
Now, Carlos Takam. Hold up now. Oh, get him a beer, punk. Yeah, yo, dusty ass nigga, get your pops a beer.
Yeah, man.
Drink this tea.
Sure.
Damn, he gave you the tea, son.
Yeah, nice one, off. Cheers.
I'm watching Mike on TV.
Oh yeah.
What's up, Harv?
Got you on TV, says
Yeah, I
Mike.
heard him. I said, "What's up, Harv?"
He says, all right. He says hello to you. Say hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's happening, pimp? What's going down?
Not much.
It's growing,
Yeah,
Mike.
man.
Yeah, bitch ass nigga's growing.
Hey, man, I wouldn't let my dad disrespect me like that. Nah, smack him in the back of the head.
Whoop my ass, man. Go on, get out with you now. Get back on that Xbox.
All right, let's see what we got here.
Go on,
So,
Mike.
Carlos Takam is like 40 years old, and Joe Joyce is 35. So,
yeah,
and Carlos Takem, I'm joking, Takam, as he
Let's take
you know, he got some losses on his record, man, and Joe Joyce has been surprising everybody. He surprised a lot of people when he made Daniel DeBarn take a knee due to a eye injury.
Yes, sir.
But
Like I told everyone a year ago.
I'm quite interested to see on how both of these fighters are going to look, because I know Joe Joyce knows he got some things to work on, and Carlos Takam, he gonna have to get in the inside on this dude and try to fight his fight. My main thing is that, like I said again, well, I'll put it like this: if Carlos Takam can stay the fuck out of the way from that jab and not get hit, you know what I'm saying, too much by these power shots by Joe Joyce, I think he had fair wear on this fight. Now, like I said, if Joe Joyce lands too many of these power shots and keeps and consistent landing that jab, it's somebody's face gonna look fucked. Well, it's not all the time, because Daniel was walking into him, so it was like he was taking
right there, bro. Yeah,
he was giving his force, and Joyce was giving his force, and he was taxing that ass.
Difference between Daniel Dubois and Takam, though, Mike, is like you said the other week. Takam can move. He can dip under. He loves to dip under that straight right, straight left, and come up with the uppercuts or the left or right up. But 5 years ago, I'd have said fucking hell of a fight. It still is a good fight. You can never write Takam off. He's one of them little wiry heavyweights who's got great movement for his age, and the guy can bang as well. But I just don't see it, Mike. I just don't see it, and the simple reason being, Joe has got a granite chin. Yeah, like you say, he's slower than fucking molasses. He's slow as fuck, but Joe, I think a lot of people underestimate Joe. He's one of them fighters. He's like, his skills aren't brilliant or anything, but man's got a fucking granite chin, and you can hit him with what you want, and he likes to put the pressure on you as well. I mean, Mike, I don't know. Have you ever had a fight with some? I did as a kid growing up. I've had a fight with a couple of people, and you can hit them with the best shots. That you know that. I'm not trying to make out that I'm hard or anything. I'm not trying to say that. But have you ever had a fight with someone, if you clock them clean, they're fucking out of there. But Joe Joyce is one of them guys. I think, Mike, he's how can I say this? His defense is shit. He's got no guard whatsoever. But I think because he's got such a good chin, and I just think he relies on it, and I just think he's one of them fighters, Mike, where you can hit him with everything but the kitchen sink, but it just bounces off him. And I think that's where he gets his secret from wearing fighters down, because I think you can hit him that many times, Mike, with that many big shots, that you end up being knackered in the end. And then that's how he wears you down, because he let's not forget, Mike, he's got a great engine for a big guy. Yeah, he's slow. And like you just said, the problem with how Daniel lost that fight, Mike, I predicted this a year before. You can go back through my archives on my videos, and you'll see the same as what I told you way back in November last year. I told everyone the problem with Daniel Dubois was Daniel is a big hitter, but he's got no foot movement, no body movement, and no goddamn head movement. He's a fucking UK lamppost. And Joe basically just beat him with a simple thing of a jab. And I think tomorrow, Mike, I think Takam will have some good. Oh, D'Lo's here. Salute to you, D'Lo.
What's up, D'Lo? What's happening? Bro. You see that screen? See that screen, Laws?
Yeah. I think it's a good fight, Mike. but I just think Joe's just going to whitewash. I think Joe will steamroll him. I don't see Takam having anything for him. But I could be wrong.
I think so because, well, Tyrone got a good point. He says Joe Joyce's kryptonite is the body, but with the level of success that Carlos Takam had with AJ,
Yeah,
and all these other guys, and then I look at Joe Joyce because Joe Joyce is hittable. He's been getting licked.
of course
You know
he
what I'm
is,
saying?
man.
Because he doesn't move that head. I was like,
He's got awful defense.
and that's the reason why I'm thinking that, you know, Joe Joyce's speed is going to make it easier for Takam. Because this is just me. Takam is not like Daniel Dubois. You know what I'm saying? Takam's been in there with a lot of fucking professionals. You know what I'm saying? And he's a seasoned guy. You know what I'm saying? That's why I kind of believe that he's going to win this fight because he's seasoned. Yeah, he's 41-year-old, but he's seasoned. He's seen a lot of things, way more than Daniel Dubois, and he had success with
great experience as well, Mike.
That's what I mean by with it. And he had success with Anthony Joshua, which is a stiff back guy who don't move his head. You know what I'm saying? Not as extremely slow as Joe Joyce, but I'm with Carlos Takam experience. Ain't no way in hell ain't no way in hell Carlos Takam should be leaving the ring like Daniel Dubois talking about my eye or my face at all.
Yeah, that's a very good point, Mike. Yeah. What's D'Lo put? I think Joe Joyce will cut through Takam like a hot chainsaw blade on. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, D'Lo. 5 years ago, I think Takam would. Takam to me is he's very similar to Povetkin. How he likes to dip under them left and the straight. For what I've not seen many Takam fights, Mike. So I'm not going to sit up here and spin shit to you like I've seen loads of these fights because I haven't, Mike. I've probably seen about 3 or 4. I remember when Povetkin knocked him out. That I do remember. I remember when Chisora knocked him out. But the Chisora fight, I will give Takam his credit. Takam was roasting. Derek just got lucky with one shot because he was losing that fight and he was losing it in big time. Same with the Anthony Joshua fight. That referee called off that fight when he didn't need to be called off. So I'm not going to sit up here and say I've seen a load of Takam fights, Mike. Mike, yes, he is a dangerous fighter. For me, he sort of reminds me of Mike Tyson, how he loves to dip under that straight left or straight right and come up with the hooks. But one thing you got to think about Joe Joyce as well, Mike. There's not many fighters. Well, I'm not saying there's not many fighters. There's not many heavyweights who are very good at hitting down on opponents. And what I mean by that, Mike, is Joe Joyce is very good at that. Because something about Joe Joyce, he can hit down at the smaller opponents. Whereas, like Anthony Joshua, he struggled against Takam. You get certain big fighters when they throw them straight punches down, they can't hit them. And Takam loves, like you say, come up under there. But Mike, I see Takam having a couple of good rounds. But me personally, bro, I think by 5th or 6th, I think he'll be out of there.
All right.
I think Joe Joyce steamrolls Derek Chisora. Absolutely steamrolls him. And I love Del Boy. But Mike, one thing I will say to you, and I'm going to shut and let you talk. I salute to you, watcher. I think Joe Joyce and Anthony Joshua is a good fight, and I'll tell you the reason why after. But go on, Mike. You go, bro.
Well, I think before we talk about Anthony Joshua and Joe Joyce being a good fight, Joe Joyce is going to have to get past this fight first. But D-Lo 404 Boxing said, I think Joe Joyce, well, as he said, I think Joyce will cut through Takam like a hot chainsaw blade through sour cream. We going to see, bro. We going to see. Saad said when the fight will start. I think the fight will start on what is it, BT Sports in UK around 5 and around no, sorry, around what, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock laws in the UK. Well, anyways, in America, the fight is going to start around 5, maybe 6. I know the official undercard will start, around 5 or 6. No, usually the main event starts around like 5, 5:30, 6 o'clock. So it's on BT Sports. So
My bad, Omi. What did you say? I could hear you
what time the
shouting.
fight starts over there on BT Sports?
I think it's about 10 o'clock, Mike.
Yeah,
Tomorrow
about
night.
10 o'clock. So
So
Saad, there you go.
well,
And if you really want to know, all you gotta do is just go on Google and then type in your area and it'll show you what time it to start.
10 o'clock over here. That'll be about 4 o'clock over there, won't it, Mike? 4 or 5?
Yeah, about 4, 5 hours. Yeah, it depends though, because you know how sometimes fights last a little bit longer and for some odd reason and they take so long sometimes to go through between fights, and sometimes it's 5 minutes, sometimes it's 15, 20, 30, 40. We seen an hour, remember? It took them an hour to bring on the main event. Shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, go on.
Watcher said because he got better technique in that department. Joe Joyce beats a lot of guys. He's good. Well, he's good against. Well, he only fought Daniel Dubois, man. That's the best he got. So
no, but Mike.
Hold up. No. He really ain't fought nobody. He really ain't fought nobody.
But Mike, Bermain Staverna's nobody then, is he?
Oh, he's nobody now. And he got in that ring looking like nobody too.
No, but Mike, right. Let's go through Joyce's career.
No, we're not going to go through his career. You said Bermain Stavern. Which version of Bermain Stavern got in that ring and fought Joe Joyce?
Right. Well, what was the oh God, what was he called? American guy who we did the 12 rounds with? Was it Grant? Not Grant. Fucking hell, what's it? My memory's shot to pieces tonight.
Yeah.
Brian Jennings.
Yeah, nobody worried about no damn Brian Jennings, homie.
No, but listen, right. When Daniel Dubois fought Joe Joyce, right, I basically went off them fights. Stavern, Jennings, and there was someone else, I can't think who it was. And this was the reason why I told him Joe Joyce would win, as well as his granite chin and stuff like that. But people think I talk shit. I'm telling you now, tomorrow, right, Mike, and I'm gonna tell you this. If Joe Joyce steamrolls Takam tomorrow, right, he has got every bit of luck against only one of the heavyweights. And the reason why I say is, for Wilder, he's way too slow. And I mean, I don't know what his chin can hold up so far. He's got a granite chin, but for Wilder, he's way too slow. Tyson Fury would completely outbox him. But I've just got this thing with him and Anthony Joshua. He's got that bully mentality where, and AJ ain't the quickest of heavyweights. I'm not saying AJ couldn't knock him out. I think he'd give AJ a really, really good run for his fucking money. I really do.
I don't think so.
Yeah. But the thing is, Mike, the thing with Joyce, many people will always put him down. And like main man said, he always fucking prevails at the end of it. What's what you put his foot Wilder? Yeah, I know that. I know that. That's why I just said that. He's too slow for someone like Wilder.
But that's all I'm saying is like Brian Jennings ain't been doing anything in the ring. Like he gets in the fights. He don't put it on nobody. Daniel Dubois, he'd try to put it on you, but Daniel Dubois, he don't have no fucking defense. Has absolutely whatsoever. And not only on that, he doesn't even know how to really box. That's why he kept running into that. That's the reason why he kept Because Joe Joyce wasn't really hitting him with the jab. He was fucking running into it.
Yeah, but Mike.
And then Bermain Stavern, that's not the same Bermain Stavern that fought Deontay Wilder in the first fight. That was like sloppy second leftovers.
Don't matter, Mike. Former world champion. And you're going back 3-4 years.
That
Mike,
former world champion shit don't mean nothing when you
Michael,
get in the ring looking like a bag of ass.
Let me tell you something, brother. Let me tell you something, right? The thing is, oh, yeah, that's very true what you're saying. There's no way on earth, right? I mean, like I repeat, and I said to you before, Derek Chisora was very lucky to beat Carlos Takam because he was getting his arse whooped. Takam was beating, and I'll openly admit, Takam was fucking beating the dog shit out of Derek, but Derek clocked him, and it was good night Vienna. For me, Derek Chisora does not beat Joe Joyce. No way on earth.
Okay.
And I just don't see fucking Carlos Takam beating him. I really don't. I think, and I could be crazy, but I think Joe Joyce knocks him out within 4 rounds. I really do. I just think 5 years ago, 3 years ago, totally different story. Not now.
I'm just saying. I'm just telling you guys. Do not. Yeah, Takam gasses, but fucking Joe Joyce, because he doesn't do shit in there to gas.
No, Mike. No.
He literally walks. No. Because to Carlos, the way he fights, he moves. The way fucking Joe Joyce fights, he don't move.
No, but bro,
no. So if Joe Joyce was moving like Carlos Takam, Joe Joyce would be fucking tired.
No, Joe's. Mate,
okay. I put it to you like this.
No.
How do you know that when he doesn't fight like that? But how do you know that when he doesn't fight like that, Laws?
Because Joe Joyce is always. You go through his background, go through his Olympic pedigree.
No. You can't. See, Laws.
Listen.
Laws. You can't talk about other sports.
No, listen.
And then equate his stamina to in boxing. It's
now
two
listen,
different.
You dusty ass nigga. No, I'm going to speak.
Because you acting like I don't know what this dude used to do.
No,
I know what he used to do. Everybody that's watching right now knows. I'm keeping it to the facts of you haven't seen him. Nobody on this panel have seen Joe Joyce light on his feet, moving his head, stand moving in the ring, like the way Carlos Takam does. Nobody has. So how do we know that he can do that and keep up that stamina? We don't. You can assume just like we could all sit up over here and say Joe Joyce steamroll Carlos Takam, and I sit up over here and say don't be surprised because this guy has no fucking head movement, and if anybody was with a lick of smart, knew anything, and if just I would literally go to the opposite side. I would literally
watch you. Yeah, Mike, you're talking good.
That's what I'm saying.
But what I'm going to tell you is, I'm not telling you that you've not seen what he can do, because of course you have.
No, I don't know. When I'm talking
what
about
I'm
Joe
saying
Joyce,
to you, Mike, is what I've seen from Joe Joyce for a big bloke, brother. Even going back through his amateur, through his Olympic, through his few, only a couple of his.
For a big bloke, he's the
man has got a great engine. Mike, that's the thing with Joe Joyce. He's blessed with a couple of things what not a lot of good fighters are blessed with. He's got a granite chin and a great engine. Joe Joyce can do 12 rounds, no problem, Mike. No problem. Carlos Takam can't do 12 rounds, bro.
He did with Anthony. He did if the fight didn't get stopped with Anthony Joshua on last minute notice.
But Mike, that was like nearly 5 years ago.
It doesn't matter. What I'm saying is I'm going by what I've seen. I'm going by what I've seen. Now we can assume it's been 5 years. We're not going to see that same thing. but also we could also say this is one of the times where Carlos Takam actually had a full fucking camp. Then we
Yeah,
could
that's
also
a
go.
good point.
Then we could also
That is
go
a
to
good
say.
point.
Then we could also go to say Brian Jennings never puts it on anybody. Then we could go in and say Daniel Dubois didn't even know what to do in the damn ring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he almost got put out by a couple of other fighters.
Yeah, he
Then,
did.
and then, and then,
Richard
and
Uzi.
then that's when we can go out and start saying that, at the end of the day, we haven't seen Joe Joyce in there with somebody that can at least attempt to put him on him to see how he reacts.
But the thing is, though, Mike. Right, all right, and let me ask you this question: Derek Chisora versus Joe Joyce. And I'm not talking about because, like I keep repeating myself, Derek Chisora was getting his arse whooped. But what the reason why I'm asking this question is, Mike, do you see Derek Chisora's power troubling Joe Joyce? Just say they were having a fight and Derek was winning or Derek was getting beat up and Derek cleanly clocked Joe Joyce. Do you see Joe Joyce being in trouble off Del Boy's power? Because I'll tell you now, I don't.
That's
Well, he had enough power to put Takam away.
Laws, yeah. Laws, look,
No, just answer the question.
No, this
Yes
is what I'm saying.
no?
Because it's an irrelevant question.
Why is it irrelevant?
Because these are two different style of fighters.
No, but I wasn't talking about the style of fighters, bro. I'm talking about the power.
Yeah, you have to put that in this perspective because Del Boy can't fucking box.
No,
Del Boy, only thing Del Boy does is come
that's
forward.
What I'm saying, Mike. I'm not talking about his boxing skills.
No,
I'm talking about his power.
Dude, I'm not talking about his boxing skills because
but I am to you. I'm not.
No, I'm not. Are you gonna let me finish? 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 You're gonna let me finish, Laws? Because what I'm talking about, you can't say punching power with any boxer and not equate and not. You can't say no. I don't care because I really don't.
No, my bad, Mike. Go on, bro.
No, I really don't give a fuck. You can't really talk about a fighter's punching power and not add technique, skill set into their form of boxing because that's where the basis always comes from. Is it either whether or not it's natural or is unnatural? It still has to come from skill, from a base from being able to box some type of how. And when you look at Derek Chisora, the reason why he doesn't knock out a lot of people and the reason why he doesn't hurt a lot of people is because his angles that he's be throwing his fucking punches from. And he's wild as fuck. That's the reason why he could get up in there with Joseph Parker and get a fight stolen from him. Now, if you're going to sit up over here and say, now if Del Boy lands a nice solid clean overhand right on Joe Joyce goes to sleep. I said a nice good solid. You know what I'm saying? Flush. The dude's going to sleep.
Yeah, but right. How can I?
But now, if he doesn't set it up right, and he's overextended, leaning forward, and he barely hits him, and it sounds hard, but it's not going to be that hard because his weight's not. You got to have his weight under him when you're throwing those overhand rights. You got to have your weight under you because you're throwing it.
Right. Who do you think it? Right. Okay. Who do you think hits harder, Joyce or Del Boy?
I seriously don't know.
Well, I'll tell you, Joe Joyce hits definitely harder than Del Boy. That's how confident I am, Mike.
But I'm not confident in neither one of these guys. Are you people don't even really listen to what the hell I be saying. I'm not confident in none of these guys. What I'm saying is that these two guys right here coming off of this fight is going to say a lot about where they can go next. Because obviously, because from my perspective with Joe Joyce and Carlos Takam is that one, they're both not going to go anywhere after this fight. Yeah, they can reach it up to here and blah 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 whoop whoop. But I don't see neither one of these being world champion.
But Mike, you can't say that though, bro.
I said I don't see.
Yeah,
I didn't say they would never be. I said I don't see if they would ever be that.
Well, that's a fair point. I'm not going to take that away from you, bro. That's a fair point. But
It's
what?
like D-Lo said. It's like, don't be surprised tomorrow you going around here talking about Joe how Carlos Accam ain't working fully. I'm not talking about who's going to fucking win. I'm talking about is like the shit that I see from these guys. You know what I'm saying? Carlos Accam, you know what I'm saying?
The
Look at his
classic
head movement. Look at his punches. Look,
Joe
look
Joyce
at look at how he's been. Look how his whole boxing career. Look at Carlos. Huh?
I'm just laughing at that comment through sour cream.
Look at the dude's whole boxing career. You know what I'm saying? You know, he has some shortfalls and stuff like that, but he always coming to fighting the same.
Do
And
you
he's
know
40
what,
years
right,
old.
Mike? Do you know what, right? I once heard, now this is crazy me saying this, and I
What?
might get nailed to the fucking
Man,
ball
spit,
for
man,
this.
spit it out, you old dusty ass motherfucker.
No, but I once heard, right, on May Man Made Mans, I heard this was going back about 2 years ago,
Mm.
maybe about 18 months ago, but I once heard someone put in the comment section, I didn't see it at first, and I heard him read it out. Joe Joyce is very similar to fucking George Foreman. And I was
Oh
like,
man, yo,
no,
somebody
no,
said, hold
hang
on,
on.
let me go get a beer. I'll be right back. Go
This
ahead.
is where I'm gonna say. This is where I'm gonna say. It's quite laughable, but when you hear what I've got to say, it's obviously boxing. I have to wait for my comeback. Obviously not
No, go
boxing
ahead, Laws. I'm,
skills.
I'm putting it on the I got it on my phone. I can hear you.
Right. Right, Mike, I once heard this on his channel, right? Somebody did put in, I swear on my son's life, I swear on my life, someone put in his comment section, Joe Joyce is similar to, oh God, who did it say, George Foreman. And main man was like, what the fuck? And even I was like that. What the fuck? What are you talking about? How can you compare him to the great fucking George Foreman? But what when Made Man read out what he was actually going about, he was on about his sort of style, slow, pressure fighter, got a good chin. I mean, I know George went down a couple of times, but Joe Joyce hasn't. But Joe Joyce hasn't fought nowhere near the competition what fucking George Foreman fought. But I could sort of relate to the style, like he's a pressure fighter. He's a fucking great big unit. You've got to get out of there. And if you're sogging him all night with your lefts and your rights, and you haven't got him out of there, you're in. He can take. Joe's very clever at taking you into deeper water if he can take your punishment. If you hit him all night long, Mike, with fucking say you get to round 8, round 9, and you've hit him with the best shots you can hit him, and you haven't got him out, he's gonna fucking put you in that corner, and he's gonna put that work on you. And sort of see how Foreman was like that. I mean, what's the Ron Lyle fight with Foreman? Great fight. I mean, I know.
Nah, I mean
Not
George ain't never been that damn slow.
no, I
He
know,
never been
but
that damn slow.
no.
And
Let me finish.
like
I
this
know
dude,
that, Mike, but George Foreman wasn't the fastest heavyweight. But one thing what I've seen of George Foreman, especially catching the last end of his career, because George was fighting before I was even born. But when he came back in the early 90s, what I saw against him, he wasn't the fastest heavyweight, Mike. He didn't have the best movement, but by God, he had a granite chin, he had power, and he had determination to put that fighter under pressure. If you hit George Foreman with everything you got and you couldn't put him away, you were in serious trouble in them later rounds. And I could sort of relate to where they were saying that about Joe Joyce. I'm not on about boxing skills and fighters who he's fought. I'm just on about like a little bit similar style. Does that sound crazy?
it don't sound crazy, but I understand what the guy is saying, but I'm gonna have to disagree.
Probably a decaf.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to disagree. Like no, it's like
And no,
if we're talking about
saying like this,
if we're talking about like a George Foreman his last couple fights, then
yeah,
maybe
I'm on about like
but
later end towards his career,
but
Mike.
but even with those, like Foreman's still trying to fucking move his head, and the also the other thing with that is that, like you said, is you always got to you always got to equate for like the level of competition the guy was fighting, because you can say the guy is similar and stuff like that, but he's nowhere in the ballpark, and it's evident because he'll never amount to what Big Georgie amounted to.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I didn't mean
But
it
that's what
like
I'm
that,
saying though,
Mike.
because
I didn't mean it like that.
no, I know you didn't say it. I'm talking about the guy who said it.
Mm.
So the guy who said it is like you had to put that in account, because if he's like him and he's similar, or if he's saying he's similar to him, but then he should be knocking these motherfuckers out, putting them away,
But he
not
does
having them quit.
Most of George's, most of fucking Joe's fucking fights have been in stoppages. He's only one person who's done the distance with him, and that's Jennings.
Yeah, well, like I said, Jennings don't even put it on you, and you let him off the hook. Jennings ain't put nothing on nobody.
Yeah, let me read this. What's he put? He's put. Oh right, so George puts more weight for the Takon fight. I see.
Oh yeah, he did. Well, shit. I hope it works out for him. He don't look too bad. So, I know Carlos Takam is damn near probably squatting like 600 pounds.
I'll always give Takon his credit though. He's always in fantastic shape, isn't he?
Yeah, he's always in fantastic shape, but he got to, that's what that's what I always say is like, God damn, what a waste of fucking talent. Like if you would have just fucking brought your little bitch asses up over here, and all these other countries and shit, and it's not even just got to be here. Like hop around, like learn shit from everybody. Like man.
So if he steamrolls them tomorrow, then Mike, where do you see Joe Joyce going?
If he beat Carlos Takam,
say knocks him out within 2 rounds. Within 2 rounds?
Within 2 rounds?
If he does a good job on Takam.
He would Frank Warren though, right?
Yeah.
He would officialize.
Because the reason why I'm asking this, Mike, is because I don't want to see fucking Derek Chisora versus Joe Joyce. I do not want to see that shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Joe Joyce versus Parker. I don't want to see them fights, Mike. He's got to go. He's got to take 2 or 3 steps up the ladder. Surely he's got to. I know he's not going to get AJ and all that, but maybe an Andy Ruiz or someone. I don't know.
Really? I mean, if I was him, I mean, I hate to say it, but he need to go on over there and knock Trevor Bryan out.
What rematch?
Trevor Bryan.
Oh yeah.
He need to go over there and knock him out.
And I think
Emmanuel Char. Charles Martin. Luis King Kong Ortiz, the Herkovic guy, Andrew Ruiz, Michael Hunter, Tony Yoka. Tony Yoka, you could get it too. Which I don't think he'd take that. Something. I don't want to see him with no Adam Kwiatkowski. Nope.
No, that's what I'm saying, Mike. Them fights, no. I don't think he beats something.
Otto Wallen?
That's a good fight.
Otto Wallen?
Mike. Yes.
At least he ain't got to worry about getting knocked out by him.
That's
maybe getting cut,
Mike.
but
Wallen will put that work on him.
Yeah, maybe getting cut, but I don't think Wallen got that juice, man. I don't think he got that. I think he stunned. I think he stunned Fury a few times in that fight, but he ain't got that juice.
No, he's a pumped up cruiserweight, isn't he, Wallen? But I tell you what, you got to give him credit, man. He fucked Tyson Fury up. He did, and he wanted the rematch.
Man,
I read the article in the Sun. He wanted to. He stated
I know
the rematch.
I know he's fucking sick in his stomach. He didn't go after that eye.
Yeah.
I know he's fucking sick.
If that was in the UK, Mike, that fight would have stopped. Wiley would have won that fight, man. There's no way the British Boxing Board of Control would have let that fight to continue like that.
Not up over here, Jack.
Yeah, he looked like someone had zipped him.
If money on the line, if money on the line, and they want you to win, you could leave that fight half dead.
Yes, yeah.
Actually, you could die outside the ring as long as you win. They ain't gonna give a fuck.
Yeah.
Anybody gonna get arrested? Like we seen it. Like people don't like. They would say, yeah, they had the doctor there, blah blah. They did everything, no investigation, blah. And read some of these comments. You know how you wash your hands with it, you know?
Put you outside on the curb and
Yes. Somebody come pick up this trash. Watcher said Ingram was like his chin is world class, a world class chin. It might be, but you know, Juan Duapause, he got a nice little chin too. A couple people got nice little chins. Tyrone said, can Big Josh land that vaulted right hand? He said, can Big Josh?
Must have been about Joshua.
I
was talking about Joshua and Joshua and Joyce.
I mean, with Joyce, I think Joyce just knows that when he fights people on the inside, he's just gonna have to take one.
I think Joyce beats Anthony Joshua, you know, Mike.
He might, but I don't think so.
You really think? I really do.
I mean, you know, Anthony Joshua got a world class chin. You know what I'm saying? So
we haven't got a world class temple, though, bro.
Fucking with you.
It's not even AJ's chin. What's the matter?
If he get hit, it's a fucking wrap.
Yeah, exactly. Klitschko caught him with a temple shot.
Yeah, and Klitschko
Povetkin caught him.
Yeah,
Louise did him.
And people
suspect around that temple, AJ.
Yeah. Tyrone said something about like somebody moved away from home. He said he's moved away from home. He's grafted and knuckled. He's grafted. I mean, he's grounded and knuckled down and got rid of all the distractions. But I don't know.
Who's he on about, Joyce?
We don't use that grafted word over here.
Yeah, that's what graft means.
We don't use that shit over here.
On the English slang, isn't it?
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Fuck you, nigga. You bitch.
America. This is America, Jack.
This is a British channel, motherfucker.
Oh, you taking over now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shit. I'm all right. I'm gonna call the French. We're gonna whoop your ass one more time. I'm joking.
Michael, don't make me come down that internet line tomorrow and give you a good ass whooping when Joe Joyce beats your boy Tackle.
Name my boy. I'm just saying it's like
I know. I'm only fucking.
He had a fucking. I don't know, man. If some of these guys, man, I don't know what the hell they just want to box. They just want to make a couple dollars, but they promoters or whoever managing they shit just like, man.
He's put and Anthony Joshua's career is in tatters, and he's fucking out. Fuck me, Watcher. What's that? That's all type Welsh. It's all in one word, and he's on the verge of getting stopped.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No fucking chance. Usyk's getting fucking smashed to pieces off Joshua.
Hold up. Let me get rid of some of these comments. We can end this. Then we can talk about that. How about that? And then Tyrone said, "No, I was on Watcher's comment. Where the fuck that shit go? Oh yeah, Watcher said
typing Welsh.
Yeah, he probably is.
One word.
Otto Wallen is a good guide to these. Watcher said Otto Wallen is a guide to these people. Yeah, I mean he's probably one of those Nordic gods over there. You know, he's Swedish, so you know to them he's fucking Thor. You know, Watcher said Tyrone, and he's down the big Russian, and he's down the big Russian. Is that what they said in the fight? The Ukrainian giant. Wallen's a dumb fight. I don't think it's a dumb fight, but I just think that he got to fight somebody, man. After if he win or lose, for Joe Joyce. He's gonna have to fight somebody. Same thing like Carlos Takam. And I'm pretty sure people are tired of watching bum bashes. And I don't think Otto
Yeah,
Wan Lin
yeah, man.
is all that of a bum bash, but he gained some fucking steam from fucking up Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
But it'd still be interesting to see. For me, it'd be interesting to see what Otto Wallen really got, because if he can't put away, you know, or win against Joe Joyce, might as well just, you know.
Thing is, though, Mikey, what round two? I remember reading on ESPN. He did an interview with ESPN. He wanted the second fight. Fury didn't want that smoke, man.
Yeah, he ran.
Yeah. Overlooked him. And Wilding put in that work. I'm telling you, bro, if that was in the UK, Wilding would have won that fight. He beat the dog shit out of Tyson Fury, especially in that last round. You watched round 12, Mike?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell, he was all over Fury. Fury was in all kinds of trouble.
The people didn't see it like that. They didn't see it like that, and
Mm.
that's the reason why I was getting on people that one time. There was somebody. I was on somebody live stream. I forget who. Oh, it was Artman's live stream. I was on his live stream, and somebody said like, "Yeah, well, refs they look at hard, effective punches more than anything else in the fight." It's like, no, dude. It's like, how do you know
Not
what they?
always.
Yeah, that's what I told him. It's like, how do you know what they fucking score in the fight? Like,
Mm.
you got like, all these refs out here. They got all their criteria, and don't let fucking Jack Reese ref a fight. Ooh, I mean, judge. I mean, yeah, ref a fight. Oh my god. I mean, judge a fight. Sorry, don't let Jack Reese judge a fight, because Jack Reese judged a fight. Oh my god, woo wee. He'd be like, I just wanted him to win, and because of the spirit of boxing, so I just gave him the round. And Jack Reese, can you explain why you gave him an 8-10 round? Well, I gave him that 8-10 round because the spirit of boxing told me, in order for him to catch up to this fight and to win this fight, I had to give him an 8-10 round. So it was the benefit of boxing that I gave him that. Like get the fuck out of here. Like, we already had enough like snake ass judges, like in the sport of boxing, like, and they're always the same snake ass judges.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like almost clockwork, you know.
Corrupt, aren't they, nigga?
Yeah.
It's fucking corrupt, mate.
It's like it's clockwork. It's like it's the same judges over and over again.
Yeah, we've got one over here, mate. Scottish fella called Michael McDonaldson. He's the same. He's fucking hell, bro. He is notorious for anyone who's foreign. You ain't getting a draw. You ain't getting a win. You're losing. But if you're from fucking Scotland, England, or Wales, or Northern Ireland, you get a win. He's notorious for it. Marcus McDonald. Trust me. I did a video on him ages ago, about 6-7 months ago, when Marku lost that fight to that fucking Stoke line. Marku clearly won it. He's notorious, Mike. He's done it with so many different fighters. And that's how... My bad, Mike. Go on, bro.
No, I was listening. I was shit.
No, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, there's cheaters out of this motherfucker.
Yeah, you're
all right.
Mike.
So let me read this comment. Then we're gonna go to the next thing. Tyrone said, and he's got a box of stamps at home. He's really good, a good person. He talking about yeah, Joe Joyce. He got a box of stamps. Watcher said, Tyrone Adam Smith is the source, as a source fucking loser, as a source fucking loser, along with that team, saddest fans of the fucking planet. Damn, I didn't know how that's how you feel. Damn. That's how you feel.
Tyrone's been watching Porky, hasn't he?
Oh, you've been watching Porky?
Yeah.
Fucking, he went from helmet of the month to lethal weapon of the month.
I don't watch him. Do you know what, Mike? I used to love Porky. I used to love watching his channel. He was fucking funny. He hated Eddie Hearn and all that. But when he did that documentary on Mike Tyson, I was like, nah, fucking see you later, man.
I think a lot of people need to understand is like if you're gonna do, no time he talk about the rape allegations in there.
That's what I mean, Mike.
He did. He's a fucking like
no. What he didn't. What he was saying, Mike, is he was saying that Tyson wasn't innocent, and I was like, man, listen. I read in depth fucking the Daily Mail over here. Okay, yeah, I know it's tabloid. Most tabloids talk shit, but Daily Mail is more or less it's the best fucking paper over here for I'd say 90% fucking out of 100 correct evidence. And what I read about that Robin Gibbons, Mike, she tried the same shit a few months with Eddie Murphy. I mean, I know Eddie Murphy in the end. You know what I mean. He's got kids all over the place,
Yeah,
but she tried the same shit with him. This was like years,
yeah,
3 years before Eddie Murphy, Mike.
yeah. I bet you he didn't talk about how even though they
I
weren't
don't
together
know.
no more, Mike Tyson was still hitting it. Well,
Mm,
Mike Tyson. So Mike Tyson caught Givens at Brad Pitt's house.
yeah. Do you know one thing what always sticks in my mind, Mike? Sky Sports did a documentary on this leading up. I always remember this as a kid, as a school kid, watching this before Tyson got sentenced before because Sky Sports covered the whole fucking coverage, and the courts got burnt out. A day before he got sentenced, someone set fire to the courts to postpone him getting sent down.
Mm-hmm.
But I always remember, Mike, that Sky Sports did the coverage to it, and they interviewed Bone Crusher Smith, and Bone Crusher Smith said on the interview, he said, "Well, I don't know what happened, and I can't. This is just saying these aren't the words what he said, but Bone Crusher Smith said something along the lines of, "Well, I don't know what happened. I feel sorry for Mike. He's a great guy, great fighter. But what did she come over to his hotel at 3 in the morning for? It wasn't for a cup of tea and a slice of cake." When I heard that, I thought, you know what I fucking mean. And that's when I looked into her background history, Mike. I'd seen months before she tried the same shit with Eddie Murphy, bro.
Yeah, and that model chick, she tried it with somebody too.
Mm.
Yeah, coming over. That's who we talking about. That's not Robin Givens. Robin Givens the one
Yeah, yeah,
the
I know the
actor.
one who
We talking about
screwed
the
him. Yeah.
yeah,
He's an actress, once you Robin Gibbons.
yeah, not that very good, but yeah,
Mm.
yeah. All right, man. It's hold up. Tyrone Watcher said Tyrone boxing. I mean, sorry, he said Watcher said I don't know. He was even grilling barbershop conversations. Furious fuck bro. Oh, Tyrone said I don't watch
Going for a
Porky
smoke,
anymore.
Mike. We'll be back in
Okay.
a minute.
All right, smoke that fag. Anyone he went from being down wild his pants to now talking crap about him. I might be on PSN later. That's cool. Yeah, man. I mean, I watch it from time to time. I mean, but I just don't understand how simple things could just cause people to just you know go from one end of the spectrum to the other in like matter of minutes. But hey, look, that whole Mike Tyson stuff, man. I read some of that stuff, and at the end of the fucking day, something just does not seem right about those cases. With all the truthfulness things that Mike Tyson says and stuff that comes out of his mouth, about time now he should have admitted to it or something like that, but he always kept the same energy with it. You know what I'm saying? With Robin Givens, he said he wished he would have fucked her up if I would have went through all this stuff with the rape victim. He's still saying that he never did it. Oh hell no! Nah. This bitch fucked a dude in the bushes for $15. Nasty bitch. But anyways, I'm trying to wait for Laws to come back, man. So we can talk about this fuck ass Anthony Joshua and Usyk fight. I think the fight's gonna be pretty good, man. Um, that's another fight. I don't really know which way it's going to go. Uh, partially that's because of Usyk has just got to show like he's a heavyweight boxer. I mean, from what Usyk has been doing, I can't call him. I don't know, man. I don't know if I can call him a heavyweight boxer or still call him a cruiserweight or whatever the case may be. But he's not. Man, this is. I don't know what to say, man. He's not. He ain't done shit. He's getting hit. He's getting hurt. Yeah, he can move around the ring and shit like that, but he something just doesn't. It's just all odd about him. Just odd. Like, I know he's not the biggest heavyweight, but a couple of fights, Deontay Wilder wasn't the biggest heavyweight. He wasn't the smallest, but 209 and 215, like, you know what I'm saying? And this guy, how much does he weigh? How much this guy weighed his last fight? Let's see. Alexander, let's see. Before I start rambling on about his weight, because I really want to wait on some of the stuff I'm going to say about this. I want to have a little dialogue with my boy Laws. So let's see. Usyk versus Derek Chisora. Weigh in. Okay, so how much did damn, he is lighting the ass. The motherfucker was 217 his last fight. Damn. But he ain't got no power. Man. You think so? I mean, I seen a couple times Anthony Joshua get hit in the body and he made that soda pop Pipsky move. He did kind of like that hurt. And that's one thing I always notice, man. Just because you got all those muscles around your waistline don't mean you can take a punch. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't see him. Yeah, blue belt. That's what I'm saying. Like, the dude can't punch. He can't punch. I mean, shout out to him for, shouts out to him for going the distance with Derek Chisora. Yeah, shout outs to you, bro. But I just don't know what to say, man. Yeah, we all know he went to a unanimous. Like, dude, that's why I'm saying is like that cruiserweight shit, man. I don't think that was like being, him being undisputed and all that stuff. Yeah, it was nice at cruiserweight, but who was he fighting? Gassiev. Let's go look. Yeah, y'all seen Gassiev's last fight, right? He ain't all, man. Gassiev dude, he ain't all that. I'm not even gonna go down the list of his fights, man. The Chad Witherspoons of the world and shit like that. But I'm not even gonna go down. I'm not even gonna go there on. I'm gonna leave him alone. But I seriously, I don't know, for some odd reason I can't see Usyk winning this fight, man. I can't see Usyk leaving this fight without getting on the canvas. A lot of people have been tagging him, going oops up Saul Joshua's head. I mean, Alexander Usyk's head. Since he got in the heavyweight division, he ain't looking too crisp. Watchers saying Joshua would get him, he would break that high guard. I think so. I just don't see him going 12 rounds without getting hit by him, man. And Usyk's just gonna have to run. He's gonna have to run, man. You can do all the running you want to in the ring, but just don't turn your back. Just don't turn your back. Because I don't see him winning, man. He can't knock him. Well, I don't know. We'll see what kind of condition Anthony Joshua's chin is in, but I don't see Usyk knocking Anthony Joshua out, and I don't see him because even if he was to outbox, even if he was to survive for 12 rounds to attempt to just outbox Anthony Joshua for those 12 rounds, like I said, he's not going to win them all. And one of those rounds, or maybe multiple of those rounds that he's going to lose, he's going to be on the canvas. So those are 8. Those are. So you already going to. I'm assuming there's either going to be 1 or 2 8-10 rounds for Anthony Joshua, right? So I don't know, man. And then it's going to be in the UK. Well, let's not even go. I'm not even going to insinuate on the judges and shit. But Laws, you back. But if you back, just go on unmute. I'm not even going to hit that on that, man. But I just don't see Usyk winning this fight. Got a nice jab. You got a nice jab, but he gonna have to. But if is Anthony Joshua gonna fight on the back foot this whole fight? I don't think that he has to because he ain't got nothing to worry about from Usyk. Well, then again, he might just do it anyways to try to outbox him. But we know Anthony Joshua's boxing skill, the way he fights on the back foot, I don't know what you want to call it right, what he does right now. It doesn't look polished. And who knows? That might not work against Usyk. You know what I'm saying? The way he fought Andrew Ruiz the second time, the way he, you know what I'm saying? The way he fought these guys might not work. No hard feelings, but I don't know. It's just a tough one to call, man, because I just try to go off of some of the stuff that I've seen from these fighters, and I haven't seen much from Usyk in the heavyweight division to even come up with something. I mean, it might be like motherfuckers probably calling me assholes and all kind of shit. I don't know what you're talking about, but what has he done? Hey, Laws, where the fuck you at, man? Let me get your take on this shit, motherfucker. You on mute. If you there, fucking smoking a cigarette don't take that long, punk motherfucker. Oh, Laws on jump shit. There was something else I wanted to talk about. Damn, I guess this female boxer was called a monkey by another female fighter. So I guess she's pissed the fuck off. Yeah, and the chick is black too, by the way. So she pissed the fuck off. Ooh, look at this one. Mike Coppinger says Ryan Garcia and Joseph Diaz Jr. are discussing a 135-pound fight that could take place this fall in LA. Shapes, you know what I'm saying? Shapes us a terrific action bout. One Diaz tells ESPN he would win by late stoppage. Man. I think this is the fight where Ryan Garcia finds out that boxing is not for him. I'm not too big on Joseph Diaz. I'm not too big on him, but
what I do, Mike?
Yeah, where the hell you went? Oh, you went to go take a shit.
Nah, just had me a beer and a cigarette.
So what you think about the can you cook for a minute and talk about that that Joshua and Usyk? Because I was telling him it's like I don't see Usyk knocking out Fury. I mean knocking out AJ. I don't see Usyk.
Usyk's going to sleep, bro.
You think Usyk going to sleep?
Yeah. Definitely. There's only one way I see Usyk winning that fight.
Just cook for a minute. Let me go get my tobacco.
Yeah, man. There's only one way I see Usyk winning that fight, Mike, and that's being on his bike. But I will give AJ's credit. AJ's very good at how can I say, trapping fighters on the rope and cornering them. Derek Chisora, when Usyk fought Derek Chisora, if you watch the first two rounds, Derek was sort of like similar trapping him. He clipped him. I think it was after round one or round two. It might have been round two. Usyk did a little bit of a stinky leg, not much, but he did a little bit of a stinky leg. And then after that, Usyk was like, "Right, I'm on my bike," and he managed to wave his way around the ring and stuff like that. And fair play to him, he got away with that. I just don't believe he'll be able to do that with Anthony Joshua. Joshua's not the fastest heavyweight, but he's a pressure fighter and he's got a good jab. I just believe that AJ is the type of fighter that he would push Usyk into a corner or up against the ropes, get him trapped, and if he gets clipped, I'm sorry, but it's good night Vienna for Usyk. I've got nothing against Usyk. I think Usyk's a good fighter. But one thing I have noticed with Usyk since he stepped up from cruiserweight to heavyweight, he's gone very slow. Especially in that last fight against Derek Chisora. I just found him very slow.
I got a question for you, Laws.
Go on, bro. Hit me with it.
Okay. Anthony Joshua's last couple fights, man, is like he been fighting kind of different.
Yeah.
You think that should have worked?
How
Anthony
do you mean
Joshua trying to
lost
Anthony,
weight and
no, I'm talking about Anthony Joshua trying to, not knock him out, but outbox him. That's what he's been trying to do with everybody. Like go to unanimous decisions.
yeah and no. I think he did against Ruiz because he's never going to beat Ruiz on the inside. I don't even think he beats him on the outside because everything AJ threw at Ruiz. Ruiz is such a quick counter puncher. He got clipped, and we all know that he definitely did not want to mix it with Ruiz on the inside because there's a great chance of him getting knocked out like how he did in the first fight. But I think with Pulev, yeah, I think with AJ as well. I think a lot of it with AJ, he's lost that much weight compared to what he used to be. He had the physique of Frank Bruno, didn't he? Like roll back
Yep.
what 2016, 2017, he was all muscle and it's all right when you're bullying fucking tomato cans, but when you're in there with a fighter who can actually fight and move and duck and weave, that's what the reason why I love Michael Hunter. I think he's a fantastic fighter. Great fucking. He's just not heavy enough for a heavyweight. He can move. He's got power. He's got speed. He's got great boxing abilities to get in and get out. I just see he'd be a problem for AJ. Fighters like that, someone who can move. But I mean, I know Usyk can move. I'm not taking that away from him. But I just think what I've seen of Usyk's two fights at heavyweight since he's come up, he's gone very slow. And I mean, Derek Chisora is a lot slower than Anthony Joshua. And I don't even think Anthony Joshua's a fast heavyweight. But I think Usyk's going to sleep. I think he'll have a couple of all right rounds, but I think what I see happening in that fight, I just see AJ basically just maybe giving him the first two rounds to figure him out. And I just think AJ will just push him into a corner or push him up against the ropes. And when Usyk's up against them ropes or in a corner, I don't think he's got the boxing brain to deal with an inside fight and then get up out of that corner. I just think AJ will trap him and he'll clip him, and I just think it's good night Vienna. But I could be wrong, bro. What do you think?
I think no matter how you fight, whether or not you fight on the back foot or the case may be, there is gonna come a time where you're gonna have to throw some punches in the inside, and I think that's where somebody's gonna get clipped. And the person I think is gonna get clipped is Usyk. You know what I'm saying? I think once he gets clipped, I think it's a wrap. I think because once you get hurt, you know what I'm saying, in the heavyweight division, you know,
Hard
people
to recover, Mike, isn't it?
it depends. Yeah, it's hard to recover. And not only that, it's like some people they just don't have the strength to hug, to grab.
Yeah.
They don't have the strength to hold on. You know what I'm saying? They don't
That's
have
a
the
great point.
reach to reach
That
around
is
to
a great
grab.
point.
And I think Anthony Joshua going once he get hurt. I think Anthony Joshua is just going to tear him up because he can't hold him.
Yeah,
He ain't
that is a great point. I
don't think
totally agree there, Michael.
Well, I don't know. I'm assuming that like because
No,
I'm
I
assuming
think,
that
I think
he's
you're right.
not going to be able to hold him.
Yeah,
And
I
he's
don't
going.
think Mike, I just don't think he's got the body power or anything to even deal with AJ.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he has the heavyweight strength. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? The heavyweight strength to fuck with a lot of these heavyweights. I mean, he could fight who the fuck he was fighting earlier and get away with that shit. You know, like I said, Derek Chisora doesn't have that he doesn't have like standout fucking technique and shit like that.
and
You know what I'm saying?
stamina and all that. Yeah,
Yeah, he don't have it. Like, so of course you could win that one. But the thing about it is, you a heavyweight. People should be knocking people out like fucking Dillian White knocked him out. Like, bruh,
yeah,
like
totally agree.
like you don't you got to be able to get these guys up out of here. And that's one of my gripes with that's why you know when you look at Michael Hunter and all these other fighters, like, dude, you can't just you got to make these motherfuckers respect your ass.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because if they don't respect you, you're gonna be having people walking you down like Charlo did.
exactly, Mike.
They're gonna keep coming back, keep coming back.
Overlooking fighters as well, bro.
Make them think about the next time they throw a punch and they miss, they're gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, I totally agree, Mike. I don't think fucking AJ's the best fighter. I mean, obviously we all know styles make fights and that, but I just don't see Usyk having anything to deal with AJ, Mike. I really don't. The only way for me, like I say, the only way for me to Usyk to win that fight is to be on his bike all night. If he can be on his bike all night, Mike, and not get clipped, then I think, yeah, he could very well even maybe bring AJ into deep waters and drown him because Usyk has got quite a good engine on him, but I just don't see it, bro.
Well, Blue Belt was happening. Well, Blue Belt said, Laws, that Joe Joyce not a heavyweight. What you got to say about that?
Say that again, brother.
We got a new guy in the chat named Blue Belt, and he said he's not a heavyweight. And I think he's talking about
He's not heavyweight.
Yeah, he got it. He got yeah. My bad.
My
bad. He need to clarify. He need to clarify who he talking about. Yeah, clarify who you talk about. Then we hit on it. Tyrone said though. TS Boxing said, "I'm very confident this Usyk. Damn, I fuck this Usyk AJ fight will be very close." Okay.
No.
Oh no, Blue Belt said Usyk is not a heavyweight.
Exactly. I just don't see it, Mike. I mean, obviously, like I keep saying to you, Mike, if I was to call 10 fights, I'd probably get 3 right. I get 7 wrong. So I don't know, mate. But I just don't see Usyk having any smoke for AJ. And I think he's tailor-made for him. I really do. Because I don't believe that Usyk's the type of fighter he's got the skills to fucking fight on the inside and mix it up and get out of there. One one thing I've noticed about Usyk since he's moved up to the heavyweight division, Mike, he likes to be on his bike. He likes to pop around on the outside.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean, Mike? I just don't see him doing that with AJ. I just think AJ will just trap him in a corner or get him up against the ropes.
That's that shit Malik Scott used to do.
And I just see him getting knocked out once he gets clipped. I mean, because at the end of the day, mate, if you think about it, right, David Chisora's very one-dimensional, isn't he? He's a leaping
pretty much.
over and right. And if he's missing that all 3 or 4 rounds, that's it. Del Boy's shot to foot. AJ's a totally different ball game. I could be wrong, Mike. You never know, bro. Usyk might just fucking box him up and fucking might do a masterclass on him. I wouldn't write that out. I wouldn't. But hand on heart, bro, I just don't see. I just think Usyk, for me, since he's moved up from cruiserweight, he's carrying them extra 10, 15, maybe 20 pounds. I don't know. I don't know what he's going to weigh in. But just say, for instance, he's carrying them extra fucking 15 pounds. That's a lot of weight, Mike. I just don't see him doing it. I've got him getting knocked out within 8 rounds.
I don't know. Let me Watcher ask, does Macklin own MT Clay? I don't think so. I think they're all like inventors of it. Because it used to be called something else before it was Mac the Knife.
Macklin owns it now, Mike.
They can't get rid of Daniel Kinningham.
Yeah, well, I was just about to say, Mike.
He's still getting his cut. They can't get rid of him.
Macklin is the face of it, but I'd say 60-70% of it is still owned by Mr.
Because they're all founders of it. That's what I meant to say. They're all founders of it, and Macklin. No, I don't think he. I don't even know why they even named the shit Mac the Knife promotion. Like that shit even fucking sounds like criminal. Like you know what I'm saying? Like and.
Best thing I ever saw happen to Matthew Macklin was when Gennady Golovkin wrapped him up with a fucking beautiful body shot. And he fucking out. You watch that fight, Matthew Macklin versus Gennady Golovkin. Golovkin catches him with a peach of a fucking, one of them rib cage kidney shots. Like just under below your rib cage on your kidney. And he folds him in about 8 fucking. He virtually does a full roll of the ring. Watch it, Mike. It's funny as fuck.
I've seen it, but
Macklin's a bitch, man.
I will give Macklin his one thing. He did have good intentions when he did it. He did try to get the little guys the big fights, and when Macklin's gym Marbella didn't work out, obviously they switched over to Mac the Knife, which I don't know why they fucking named it that shit. And then all of a sudden you got Daniel Kinningham in there, and people are dying out there on the streets.
Yeah, several executions.
No, he's not. No, he's not the white Al Heyman. No, the hell he's not.
Who's put that? He's a white Al Heyman.
Tyrone. Fuck no. Imagine Al Heyman going around fucking
Tyrone's crazy.
Suge Knighting people. Oscar De La Hoya talking up. Imagine
a golden utensil.
Imagine if the roles were reversed, right? And Tyson Fury did something like this to Daniel Kinningham. Talking about some, no, I'm not gonna fight you, man. All kind of dirt to come out on your ass.
Right, Mr. Johnson, you dusty ass nigga. I'm going to sleep, man.
Nowhere.
I'm like 1 o'clock.
Yeah, they call it Mac the Knife. They call it Mac the Knife, and knife crime in the UK is terrible.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible. That's
it's like right in your face criminal enterprise, like right in your face, and it's just like nobody gets it, but they get the joke. and they're like literally killing people. Like,
hey, Mike, he's an evil fucker, man. He's had about 13 people shot dead, you know.
man, that's what they know of.
Mm.
Because remember, they was getting they had a couple of boats from South America go down and they had a couple of shipments get fucked up because those cartels was feuding and he had lost money and they even trying to get see this how big this shit is with this cocaine shit. They're even trying to get him implemented into like the whole South America shit too because that's where the cocaine is coming from.
Yeah, that's very true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had some fucking big shipments coming over him, you know, bro.
He's about done. They coming up on him, and then after this lawsuit with this Moses Heredia, if that could open up some of that RICO stuff with that, then I think that's going to shed a lot more light on him and business practices, business dealings that people have been having with them. You know, you can't do business with Mac the Knife when Daniel Kinningham's getting his cut. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But you got any last words before you roll, man?
Nah, been a pleasure, Mike. I'm fucking spinning on this chair, man. I'm ready for bed. It's about, fuck me, it's 22 in the morning over here.
Fucking lightweight.
Yeah, I'm drunk as fuck, man.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking had enough beer to last me a fucking lifetime. No, Mike, pleasure. Really enjoyed it. Shame Tyro wasn't up in here. Oh, decaf, man. No, I'm only fucking with him.
Damn.
He's ruthless, Tyrone.
Oh, haterade.
Haterade, yeah. Now, salute to everyone in the chat. Tyrone, Bruce goes watcher. An absolute pleasure, Mike. And I'm sure I'll catch you soon, you dusty ass nigger.
Yeah, I wasn't even going to go live, but I just said fuck it. Everybody else, let me get my time in.
Yes,
and
sir.
At least somebody came on. Thanks for coming, Laws.
Oh,
and
Mike, I always fucks with you. You know that, bro. You've always been my friend. And you've always
like
been there from day one, and same to you, bro.
You know it. And then when y'all see them trolls in here, man, just give them a little bit and then fucking hit them.
Yeah.
If they sound like a fucking troll, give them a little bit and then fucking hit them. Like, cause what is it? The blue belt for sure? What does that mean? Cause like I'm not trying to have, I want to talk boxing. I don't know everything about boxing, but that's the reason why we have these dialogues. So we can all fucking learn some shit. And I'm not trying to have these fucking ruthless motherfuckers trolls on here coming on here and like just interrupting and getting in the way. And it's just time consuming. Y'all gotta understand, if y'all write 10 comments about what the fuck I'm talking about, I feel obliged to answer those fucking comments, and then these jackasses get in the way of me reading your shit.
Yeah.
So give them a little bit, give them like 2-3 types, and if they still on their troll shit, time them out, and then if they still come back, block them.
It's not just that, though, Mike.
Or just block them. Don't matter.
It's time consuming having a channel, isn't it? And to talk about stuff every day. I don't, because I just purely haven't got, like you always say, Mike, I ain't got time to be sat up here on the internet every night. I haven't. I've got a life. I've got my son and stuff like that. But what little time I do get, I love chopping it up with you, Mike, and Tyrone, and watching, and just talking boxing. And everyone has a different agreement to stuff, but hey, that's the beauty of it, isn't it?
Yeah, I just hope to fight. I don't care who wins, really, the Joe Joyce and Takam. I just hope they give us a nice, good, old-fashioned, clean scrap, man. I don't want nobody quitting, no injuries, no, nothing. I just want a nice, good. I want good, fucking entertainment. That's because that's what I like about boxing matches. Not that there's two bums fighting, but no, look like a fucking boxer, fight like a boxer, like give entertainment. I don't want to just if I want to watch two sloppy motherfuckers fighting, I just go down the block and watch a sloppy ass street fight. Cause you come on, Laws, you know half these motherfuckers they swinging like girls and they keep leaning all the way back. Motherfucker, lean on me, I'm hitting you right in your navel.
Yeah.
Or right in your pooch.
Pooch. Pooch is a dog, isn't he?
No, like like that area, like your waistline between your ding-a-ling and your belly button. Like really ain't no muscle there, but you get hit there, that shit hurt like a bitch. I'm hitting you right there, you lean back on me.
Right on.
I'm gonna pop that bitch.
Yeah. Right, Mr.
Oh. One more thing, Laws. One more thing, Laws.
What's up, Paul?
They saying that Ryan Garcia and Joseph Diaz is discussing the 135 fight.
Fuck Ryan Garcia, he's a faggot. Fucking bitch ass nigga. Good fighter, man. I can't take that away from him. The man's got speed and that, but he's a fucking fanny.
I think Diaz can catch him though.
Could do, man.
I think Diaz can catch him on the chin. And if he catches him on the chin good.
Is he gonna fight Tank? Is he gonna fight Boots? And is he gonna fight?
This is the lesser of the evils.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Teofimo Lopez, is he gonna fight them? Is he full of shit, man? He's like a Barbie doll, Ryan Garcia. That's what he is, a Barbie doll.
He could, when his boxing career is over, he could always get on the runway.
I think he always will, though, Mike.
You think he's gonna do modeling?
Well, he'll do something, Mike. Commentating, he'll do something. Because all these fucking internet trolls love him, don't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But he ain't gonna get up on my channel or your channel because me and you are fucking roasting.
I ain't got no love for the dude. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I ain't got no love for him. If you want to talk about fighters having mental issues, you might as well. Yeah. The one I think got some is Oscar. I think something happened to him a long time ago because he ain't right.
Yeah. Well, we all know something happened to him. Fucking utensils and fucking God knows what.
Mm-hmm. Right. I'm gonna read this. All right, Laws.
Brother, I'm a part of here, Mike. Peace to all of you.
All right, let me read this last comment, and I'm gonna roll too.
Yeah.
Blue Belt said, I do. The fight won't be close. AJ will beat him up, and I'm not an AJ fan. I'm a Wilder fan, a man who knocked people the fuck out. Can't wait till October. Yeah, a lot of us can't wait till October, but it's I don't know, man. I think AJ will knock him out, man. But I'm just hoping that Usyk just does something that I ain't never seen him do before. Because I'm not trying to watch another fight of a dude get up in there and just steamroll a fighter, man. I hope I hope they make it a nice, entertaining fight. And on that note, man, I hope everybody has a good fight weekend. Stay off them streets and strap up because them hoes gonna burn you.